buddy. What's up, dogs and doggets? All you puppies, cool cats and kittens out there. This is Off Topic. I'm your host, Mikey Big Boy Jones. We got Jeremy Dooley, Jack Patillo, Alfredo Diaz, and Lindsay Jones. Jack, what's up? What's with the face?
Nice green
There's
screen.
just a lot of noise. Yeah, I'm playing with it right now. There's a lot of noise. Lindsay's being horribly disgusting.
There's a lot of mouth
Wow,
sounds.
okay.
Yeah,
a lot of
like
calm
lip
down.
smacking
There's
into
not
the mic,
that
gulping
much
into the mic.
We okay.
smacking.
Calm down.
We're all in agreement that ASMR is the worst thing on the planet, right? It's
I
like
highly
just,
doubt
it's-
we're all in agreement on that.
100%. We all agree that ASMR is the worst thing ever
I
to
bet
exist.
Lindsay likes it.
I do, actually.
I would think
Yeah.
Michael
ASMR, yeah.
Michael doesn't care.
Yeah.
Nailed
And
it.
I think Alfredo is
Jerks off
like
to it. Yep.
I was gonna say
makes it
Fredo
sexual,
like
yes.
doesn't listen to it regularly, but wouldn't hate it if it was on.
I mean, I don't know. I never really had it on.
And you never will know.
I might test that today.
That being said, before we started streaming, Lindsay's mic was doing this thing where it was super, super sensitive, and she
Yeah.
swallowed into the microphone, and I wanted to pull my ears out
Dude,
through my
it
mouth.
was really
A
in
big
there.
gulp.
I could give you like another
she must have been like
demonstration
this.
real quick. I mean, all I did was take a
Oh.
swig of my water, which now I have a rain to get my energy up because I was playing with the kids earlier. So one second. One day.
Oh.
Just,
really
even
hear
just
it.
like the opening and the
I know. I don't like.
See, I'm a fan of this too.
Oh,
Like,
there. Oh,
Oh, come
Why are
on.
you slurping it in your mouth like that?
yeah. Good to get the flavor.
Weird.
I listen. Yeah, I don't like ASMR either, and so I really hated that that soundproof room we were in, Lindsay, because
Oh,
all
yeah.
it was bodies making noises.
It was.
just like
You heard tummy gurgles, farts,
swallows,
Yeah.
just swallowing like just general spit that's in your mouth, like
Swallow
you
me,
know
daddy. What?
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 My bones were loud. That was the thing. A lot of like turning your head was like, like ugh.
It sounds like it would drive me insane.
Yeah,
to be
it was
honest.
not
Like, I
fun. Your
wouldn't be
eyelids
able
are
to
like
handle it.
they're like. Like every time when you blink, it's like. But yeah. Oh, hi, Michael.
He's back.
he is.
I'm back.
Look at the
You want
facial
to-
hair
you want to
coming
go Tell
in.
Lindsay to
I was
stop
fixing her
doing it.
camera. It
Just a
was
little
too
bit, yeah.
close.
Look at that. Look at that facial hair on Michael.
Oh yeah, they call me Mountain Man now. Big Mikey Mountain
Who
Man.
calls you
Jones.
that?
Name's getting long.
Iris?
Everybody, it's out there. People say it. That's all I know.
Michael
People say it,
himself.
and that means
Just-
it's true.
just-
So
Screamed
won't
outside his
you-
window.
You know, only took me 6 months.
Oh man.
I'm too afraid to try that.
That's
I
what. But Fredo, and the fear is right. It's awful. It looks
Yeah.
awful.
And now's the
But-
time to do it.
But now's the time to do it. You're trapped at home. This is funny. I
do you
told this to Lindsay.
We're still on camera.
Here's the thing. I told this to Lindsay. I arguably more people see me in my awful facial hair every day or multiple times a week, like hundreds of thousands, potentially millions, than
Billions.
when I leave my house. But I don't give a shit about that. I care about like when I go out in the real world and there's like someone at the grocery store and I look like an asshole because I'm not working then. I look like an asshole every day of my life at work. Doesn't bother me. My hair is stupid. I look stupid. I'm an old man sucking on puddle water. It doesn't,
Everything's
none of
just
that
so
bothers me.
stupid.
I get that mentality of
Puddle
like
of water.
if you see something online, especially like something like my hair, like I'm cool with presenting this online because I know that one, like good lighting will help me out. So thanks for making my dye job look better than it actually is. And two, like you have that internet filter where it like kind of makes you look a little bit better than you actually are, you know, in some
See,
of the like YouTube
That's
processing
just
of the
called
video.
that's called bad internet.
yeah,
is what
that too.
is.
I
That
don't-
too.
I
But if
have
you're
that.
in person, it's like you can't hide that at all.
I don't care about any of that at all. This isn't real human Michael, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
are you?
Actual human Michael
Where's my
outside in
husband?
the world, I'll be like, oh boy. I don't get embarrassed at work. Okay. Outside, I'll be like, oh boy, I look like an idiot.
it's not worth getting
God.
embarrassed at work.
It's
What's
not
the
worth
point?
it.
And to be fair-
then, frankly, we're not really doing our jobs.
Your
Whether it's
facial
all go
hair-
and shake hands with each other. Come on now.
True. Your facial hair is like I hate it. I do not like it, but it's
Yeah.
it's not Trevor's.
right.
So I'll take it. Like Trevor's is bad. I'm sorry. Like
Is it?
buddy.
He looks like a swashbuckling pirate. I like it.
It is
I'm
kinda
in for it.
Everything's coming in nice.
Jeff
know what?
looks like Guy Fawkes, and he does.
To each their own.
Yeah.
I personally am not a fan, but that's
Yeah,
me.
I mean, I'll allow it considering she just destroyed me right before she went to Trevor, and she's not
Lindsay-
You
wrong.
destroyed yourself first.
Lindsay,
not wrong.
love you to Lindsay, I love you to death. You're awesome, but the fact you like ASMR, all your opinions are void to me. So,
Oh, man.
Bullshit.
Ooh,
Bullshit.
Jack
damn.
hitting
Jack,
the ASMR
we bonded
community
over
hard.
ska. Don't make me do this. Okay.
So now, Fredo,
It's
take the
with you.
plunge now. Okay.
Yeah, that's not
I
bad.
think that's working.
Here's the thing.
Again,
coming
maybe just
from
good. He's a
me,
good looking man.
Right now, it's gonna grow out even more, and then he'll shape it up, and then it's gonna look good.
this is.
I mean,
the
once
rough
he
patch.
gets out of his senior year of high school, he's gonna look fantastic.
Maybe
He's gonna
that's
grow
why.
into that
And
Maybe
phase.
in
because
that-
to me, Trevor's still baby, and I don't
And
want
in
baby to
that-
have facial hair. Like, no.
And that, you're right.
You like
Jack.
babies with facial hair, or what are you
When you
talking
say
about?
that.
No, not a fan.
Babies with facial hair are awesome.
There's a lot of misconception.
Quiet,
And
baby.
I get this message every day where people go, "Thought you couldn't grow facial hair," and I go, "I can't. What are you looking at? Like, can't grow facial hair. I don't mean I physically am incapable. Nothing happens. It looks like shit."
Oh yeah,
And it's not like Jack or Gavin or Jet. Like I cannot, like I don't shave for a week or two. Boom, I have a beard. I describe can't as awful. It's just
And-
awful. And to
and-
avoid the awful, you stay clean shaven at all times.
yeah.
I'm deep in the awful now. And
Deep in the awful.
deep in the awful. And people that go,
That's
yeah,
the
it looks
title.
pretty good. I just go, you're
Yeah, that's a
wrong.
good one.
It doesn't. Lindsay coming in here going, I hate it, die. I totally agree with her. Those were her words, not mine. But I'm holding out hope that maybe 2 months from now won't be
Yeah.
awful. Maybe it will be, but I don't care at this point.
Well, it's the pube stage. It's when it starts to
Yeah.
grow out just a little bit, and it's like, okay,
is
a little
very
bit of scruff,
pubey.
and then it
It's-
starts to
yeah.
curl, the small little curls, and it just go, who splattered their pubic hair all over my chin?
Yeah.
And then
Which
you go,
again,
no,
like,
I
I don't.
can't do it, and they
I
get
don't hate
scared every
pubes.
time.
Nothing against pubes.
But that's because they
they're very
belong
Everything
down
against
there.
I don't want them on their
pubes.
face.
But they belong down there. They don't belong up here.
Yeah, keep them in your
Yeah.
pants. I don't want to
Not
see
on my
them.
cheeks.
Not on my cheekies.
Yeah.
My little
My other
baby
cheeks,
cheekies. My
maybe.
cheekies are so cute, and now they're covered
Yeah.
with filth.
Michael,
Yeah.
do you feel like you've embodied the trucker vibe that people say that you're presenting now? Like, do you
No,
want to
I
become a
don't-
trucker or
I don't
anything?
think
No.
people know what the hell they're talking about.
No,
I just put a
okay.
hat on that happens to be a trucker hat that I untruckered because I bent the shit out of it.
Michael, how much hat is actually on your head, and how much is just kind of wedged underneath all of your fur?
Most of it's on my head, and this is what helps actually. I
He's
will
got an
say-
afro right now.
I will
it's
say
awesome.
what helps is that it is a trucker hat, so it's a little bit taller, so more of my
Yeah.
hat can fit in it. Like a baseball cap, there would be more hair outside because it would push it out. Yeah, it's going
Yeah.
wild right now.
See, that's
This
good.
is
Look
like
at
That's
that.
a hat all
whole
day, so
place.
it's flat.
Wow.
Like
I
tall
have,
hats
I
on
have
me are
Bernie
just-
hair. I have Bernie hair. Bernie
It's
and I
like
get
head in
afro
air.
hair.
The curtains, awesome. The carpet, horrible. The worst.
The curtain?
Yeah,
I
his
didn't-
hair.
Well,
like
she-
top of
well,
his
okay,
hair.
so
Yeah,
I'm not going to talk about his
carpet.
pubes on the podcast.
I get what you're saying,
everyone,
but that's
please.
not what people call a
Let's
beard.
not. Let's not
They don't
be.
call it
Yeah.
a carpet.
Yeah, where else would this? This is like the tablecloth.
Yeah, right.
I
How
don't
would
know.
you
Yeah.
I don't know
know
what
that?
they,
Yeah.
I don't know what they call it,
Yeah.
but it ain't that.
But
Well, let's settle it now.
you know what I'm saying?
My
Settle it
placemats
now.
are really coming in right now. They look real nice. And the hand towels over here
My
looking
aisle runner.
solid.
Yeah.
I really need for the washcloths to grow in though.
God.
Washcloths are good.
The curtains look great though.
But trim your pubes. Don't want to
Yeah.
get all reckless.
You know,
Unless
keep that
you don't
trend.
want
Out of left field. Out of
No,
nowhere.
even if you don't want to. You just-
No,
Just make
No,
like
my-
a bird's nest. Go
my
for
point
it.
is bringing
Make
it
a whole
up.
forest.
bird's
I
nest
don't
don't
care.
make it stop. No,
Fredo, when was the last time you
judging.
shaved? Because you've got some shadow there on your lip. How long ago did you shave?
maybe like a week and a half ago.
Really?
Jesus
No.
Christ.
Yeah.
That's the thing,
Nice.
too. This is like 4 weeks.
Damn.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
This is
Damn.
half an hour for
But
Gavin.
see, you guys have amazing
Yeah.
genes. Like Alfredo is going to be 80 and he's going to look like he's 30.
He's
gonna
not
look
going to
incredible.
live to 80. He's
No,
going to
I'll
look like
make
a
it that
dead
far.
body.
No, a moonbot will get me.
His
way
hands
before
will be
then.
cut off by then.
He's
Yeah,
going
I'll
to be a bag of
lose
bones.
Hands won't exist. I'll just like take me now.
Robot hands.
He's got that Benjamin Bucket disease or whatever.
Benjamin Bucket. Benjamin Bucket.
You know,
Sarah.
where he's going backwards.
Benjamin Bucket. That sounds
was-
like the off-brand disease of Benjamin
Yeah,
Button.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's
Mr.
not even as
Bucket?
good because you started young and then you just hit it late. You started aging backwards again.
I don't want to turn
I-
this.
Well,
Oh,
I
go
was
ahead.
going to say,
Oh,
I feel
man.
like I can tell the story because otherwise it might
Tell the
come off
story,
as
Lindsay.
too mean.
I don't know what
Are we
you're
allowed to
saying
talk
even
about
right now.
Sarah's most recent flub that we
Let me
love?
let me stop you right
absolutely.
here.
She
Let me
works
stop
here.
you
That's
right
her
here.
fault.
I don't
Okay,
want
Which
to.
one, Dead by
I
Daylight?
always get shit that I make fun of Sarah, and Sarah makes fun of herself, and we just bring attention to it. And also, she embraces it. She should stop doing these things if she doesn't want them to get brought up. And she's just been on fire this week.
Oh god.
She's
Yeah.
been on absolute fire. There's some things that she does every week, and I feel almost at this point she does them on purpose and she likes it because
It's not on purpose.
I just can't. How many times can you correct her that the game isn't called Dead by Daylights, and she just refuses to not say it?
Well, you think Sarah says the right word, and she's like, "Wait, I mean, wrong word."
She knows.
Like, oh,
She's got that. I think she might have that Matt thing going where he compliments me in Mario Kart, and then I know he's getting hard from it because I hate it. That's Sarah. Sarah's
got a
like,
reputation
"Oops, I
for
messed
getting
it up,"
hard
and then we
from
all
it.
and then we all attack her, and she goes, "You fools! I've played you."
This
Like
is
a
what I
fool.
wanted.
But
goodness.
this week she's had a couple of bangers, and I'll let Lindsay do it. I'll let you.
Lindsay, what are the bangers?
Yes.
Hit us
well,
with them.
I don't remember all of them because there are so many. I
Yeah.
agree.
Where does
There are
Ryan
novels
live?
Worth. The most recent one that stuck out to everyone and really kind of like cemented into our heads was we were in our morning meeting where we're talking about what we're supposed to do for the day, and we're waiting for Ryan. We're like, "Oh, where's Ryan? Anyone see him?" And Sarah was trying to say he was AWOL, and she said Ryan is AOL, and we were like, "That is amazing." So
Correct.
that's-
She
that's
said
the
she
new
didn't,
term
she didn't
now.
even know what
Fuck's
she said
sake.
wrong too, because she said, "I don't know where Ryan is. He's AOL," and I went, "No,
Yes.
Sarah, no."
No,
And before I
that's
said
not it.
anything, she said, "Oh, I mean MIA. That's what I mean." And I went, "No, you mean AWOL. Just so you know."
Yeah.
I mean, you're right, but that's still not what you
MIA
meant.
would also work.
It would work, but I don't think that's what you meant. You
But
meant
we,
that.
then we said, in
Not
fairness,
one bit.
AOL works too, because AOL's not around.
That's it. It's gone.
Right,
yeah.
it's gone
That's what I
too,
said.
so-
yeah.
AOL is AWOL.
I came to her support with that
Ridiculous.
argument because one, I feel like a Sarah. I flub all the time. And two, I support Sarah. So if y'all want to start that hashtag, internet, go for it.
Lindsay
Hashtag I
supports
support
No.
Sarah.
Don't
I'm
start
starting
that.
the
No,
movement.
we don't need it.
now. No, this is
Okay.
my
You got a
movement.
lot of more important
Then
movements.
she had
so
another
just-
one
Yeah, another
immediately
plural
after
this morning, I think.
that I know Jack was really talking about, because that's not the one Jack's talking about.
Not even that one. No.
She also was referring to Ryan, and she was talking about, I think, something
She was
about
delivering
dropping
packages.
something off at his
Yeah.
house, and Ryan lives far away, and she goes, "Well, he lives out in the boondonks,"
Oh god, I remember that.
and we all
yeah,
just
yeah.
went, "No, Sarah, what did you just say?" And then we started saying boondongs.
Yeah.
Budang,
And,
budang.
and then the best part
Boondong.
about Sarah is
Boondong
usually when
Saints.
she does that, everyone laughs or someone will go, "No," and she'll just
No.
go,
Yeah. It's like,
"Did I say it wrong?" Like,
I am
that's the
usually
best- that's
muted.
the best part.
I'm muted at the beginning of those meetings usually because I'm just like, drinking this or whatever. And like, it's like, give us a muted. And very often I have to lean over and unmute myself. Like this morning I did that. We were like talking about what we're streaming and stuff like that. And she's like, "Yeah, we'll do this. We'll stream this. And then we'll play Astroneers." And then, and I just like leaned over and unmuted and went, "Not plural. Another one that's not plural. You
It's
gotta
usually
stop."
that, or I do this and you do this a lot too. This is Jeremy who go,
That's, I like doing that.
that means try again. It's like a light buzzer.
I don't know. And so then Jack went into our stream schedule, I guess, and changed every game to be plural. But then,
or singular for.
yeah, 7 days to die turned into 7 day to die.
The thing is,
Guys, come on.
Unpluraled it.
that's mostly what Sarah does in the morning, right? Is tells us like what her schedule is and what we're going over and stuff. So she started reacting to it before we knew what happened. She just starts going, "No, no, stop!" And then Jack's like, "No, Sarah, I'm changing what we're doing." So like she's watching Jack change all the letterings to everything we're filming.
God.
I had to fix it. I had to fix it to make it fit.
Yeah.
I love our meetings. It's somehow in the most productive time of our day and the most time that we fuck around.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know how
It's
gets
extended
off the
by at
rails
least a half
quick.
an hour because we were fucking
Yeah.
around all the time. We were just
It's Sarah-
digging into shit. Random
Sarah
topics.
has to go like, stop.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
what are we
usually
doing?
She just starts talking over us. She's like,
Yeah.
I just have to say words. until
Usually
they
what
stop
happens
talking.
is these things occur, then we just go off because we're
Yeah.
all bottled up at home and we don't see each other at work, and we just like bing, 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 and then there'll be a second or two of silence, and she goes, "Anyway," and then starts
Yeah.
talking about what she actually
Yeah.
needs to say.
It's usually like, okay, serious information.
I'm fixing it.
There's 3 other people max who offer a very serious follow-up, and then we deviate to jokes that usually turn into
Chills
just
and
dick humor and like,
There's also a lot of
slighting other
fake-
people.
There's also a
Chills
lot
and
of fake.
chats.
Yeah.
Like, okay, guys, let's be serious now, and then it's another zing.
Mhm.
And then usually someone says we should really get back to like work.
Yeah.
about what we're doing.
That's usually Jack or Ryan. I've
That-
found.
I say it sometimes. How dare
Well,
you?
I
You
never
insult
do.
me. You never do.
I never
No.
advocate for that.
This morning I said it. I went, this is all fun and games. We should probably do something here. though."
Yeah.
What
well,
do
we
we-
were we were gonna not do anything like in the morning, until like 1 because
It
there
was-
was a
it was
lot of people
like-
in meetings and
It
stuff.
was administrative
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And we were waiting to film Gmod.
Busy bunch.
And we didn't have enough people for Gmod.
and Michael's
So
like,
there-
listen, we got a good crew for Chicky right here.
What
I'm like,
I
guess, all right.
What I said was, I would love to just sit here and continue playing Assassin's Creed like I am. But we should probably not do that.
You working your way through Odyssey, Michael?
Yeah, I'm finally hit a
Yeah.
point where I'm starting to enjoy it more because the beginning for me was just like it was such a slog.
A slog. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes some time to kind of level up a little bit.
Yeah.
I fixed the schedule for us again, by the way.
Jack's
Oh,
got
nice.
the
Thank you.
schedule
Thank you,
here.
Jack.
I
Yeah.
can see it.
We got chillin' chats. We got 7 Day to Die. Mario's carts. Let's remind me there.
Mario's carts, his assortment of carts.
Yeah. And
I also love
behind me is Sieges as well. There's
Sieges.
Sieges.
Oh,
So
boy.
there's a little preview for next
What a
week's
wild
schedule.
ride.
Yeah.
There's a pterodactyl in your house.
Like this morning in the meeting too, Trevor was like, "So are we calling it the chit and chat officially?" I'm like, "Oh, are we? Is that a thing?" Like, we
No,
just
no,
started
and
doing
I'll
that, so.
and I'll tell you, his verbiage of that was, you botched it one morning. We talked about this.
I
We called it the chill
I
and chat.
weemsed it.
You
as we
botched
say.
it. You weemsed it. You called it chit and chat, which chit chat is a thing. Chit and chat is not a thing.
No.
And we thought it was funny, so we kept calling it.
It wasn't
the
a
chit and chat.
thing. Now it is.
Now it
You're
is,
welcome.
and that's what we
Now
always
it is.
refer to it. And Trevor brought it up this morning, not in the context of what is happening. Trevor brought it up in the context of I want to make sure we're calling this chit and chat externally because we're assholes and
That's
that's
what it
what we
is.
do now.
Yeah.
And Sarah goes, I'm not. I'm calling it chill and chat. Like internally I say chill and chat, and I go, you can't say any game right, but you refuse to do the joke that we're doing. It's mind-boggling. I'm like, you're over here talking about Dead by Daylights and Astroneers, but you go, I'm not calling it chit and chat. It's chill and chat. It's the only thing she knows that's right, and it's a joke, and she won't do it. I'm telling you, she's a puppeteer. We're all just dancing. She's loving this.
Dude, speaking of Dead by Daylights as well, they pulled the trigger on it, man. The
Silent
new
Hill?
killer, Silent
Yeah.
Hill, Pyramid
Yeah.
Head.
Oh, really? Oh,
They do a
awesome.
great job of bringing other franchises and IPs into that game. It's so awesome.
People really thought it was going to be Pyramid Head because they just celebrated their 4-year anniversary of the game, and the 4 was shaped like the pyramid, and they were like, "We're announcing a new killer," and so people were like, "It kind of looks like it." And
Wait,
then,
are
yeah,
you sure it
sure
wasn't
enough.
a giraffe getting a blowjob? Is that-
No, 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 no.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
just
that's
the
not
Resident
six
Evil.
years.
Resident Evil.
2
6.
years from that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
Now
absolutely.
we'll get there eventually. They stuck to it. They're like, yeah, you know what? Kind of does, but we'll let it roll.
I can appreciate
Yeah.
that. They're like, it stays.
They stuck to their
The giraffe
guns,
stays.
and that giraffe got blown.
I don't know where
Now-
Kat put my Spyro porn.
Well, she
God.
probably destroyed it.
Oh, okay.
I got her good. I was like, "Oh, Kat, can you hand me that there's like a painting over there. Can you hand me that? I've been looking for it." And then
God.
it's coming out this week. Someone sent me a drawing of Spyro, but it's a female Spyro. Not to assume gender, but just from the look. And naked, like anthropomorphic Spyro, naked.
Spyro doesn't wear clothes,
Hot.
so
It was
That's
hot.
true. That's a good point. But
Yeah.
I mean, but like tits out, vag
Real and
out.
everything.
Lindsay pointed out like vag
Yeah.
forward, kind of.
Mhm.
And
I
Right.
was like
not
the
usually
expert on
so-
site. And I was like, yes.
I got Kat with it good. Like, you hand me that, like some like fan art or something like that, and Kat like turned around and was like, "Oh."
I was
And
saying,
before Chump, I did it too. I was like, "Guys, check this out." I was like, right in the
I can't
screen.
remember
Oh
what
my
video it was in,
God.
but I mentioned
Take a
the
look.
weirdest part about it was like if I may, the
for
vagina
it.
was so far forward that it was
Oh.
like ready for access, but in a way that is not physically possible with a real
It's on a
woman?
dragon.
Yeah, it's
on
a dragon.
dragon.
You don't know what they're.
You know
Is
what?
that
Yeah.
how
I
the
don't know anything
vagina
about
works?
Access.
You're not a dragon expert.
I'm not.
She's
not.
over here. She's like, your vagina looks awful.
I watched a
hate
few
it."
episodes of Dragon Tales growing up. That's all I got.
Mm.
That's it.
I just don't know why they didn't go with Cinder.
Okay.
Cinder's already a girl dragon that exists in that universe.
It
Too-
takes the fun out of it.
Exactly.
I guess. You know,
Too
it's a good
easy.
point.
You know, not
Going back to-
artistic.
Hey, I'll tell you,
enough.
colors were great on it though. There's
You did
purple,
compliment
there
it
was
heavily.
orange.
Like on Awu, you're like, this
Shading.
is great.
the
It's a great
artistry is
drawing.
really
That's
good.
fantastic.
It's the same thing with those banners in our office that have the bikinis on them now.
Yeah.
Like it's really, really well done. Like it's
Sakimi
super
Chan's
well
an
drawn.
amazing
and-
artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. She does
And,
good
but
work.
now it's got bikinis on it. So what's the point?
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by ExpressVPN. You know us at Achievement Hunter. We look up a lot of weird stuff on the internet sometimes, and ExpressVPN keeps your search history private. I know most of you are probably thinking, why don't you just use incognito mode? Well, let me tell you something. Incognito mode does not hide your activity. It doesn't matter what mode you use or how many times you clear your browsing history. Your internet service provider can still see every single website you've ever visited. That's why, even when I'm at home, I like to use ExpressVPN. Doesn't matter if you get your internet from Verizon or Comcast, ISPs in the US can legally sell your information to ad companies. ExpressVPN is an app that reroutes your internet connection through their secure servers so your ISP can't see the sites that you visit. ExpressVPN also keeps all of your information secure by encrypting 100% of your data with the most powerful encryption available. Most of the time, I don't even realize I have ExpressVPN on. It runs seamlessly in the background, and it's so easy to use. All you have to do is tap one button. Boom, you're protected. ExpressVPN is available on all your devices, phones, computers, even your smart TV, so there's no excuse for you to not be using it. Protect your online activity today with the VPN rated #1 by CNET and Wired. Visit our exclusive link, expressvpn.com/offtopic, and you can get an extra 3 months for free on a 1-year package. That is expressvpn.com/offtopic, expressvpn.com/offtopic to learn more.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Going back to
Oh, boy.
What's the
Oh,
Dead
man.
by
point?
Daylight. I don't know. I mean, time doesn't exist anymore. So, did the Dead by
Yeah.
Daylight come out this week, Jeremy? That we were in, where we had the generator moment.
The one with was that the one with Dodger in it?
Yeah,
it was a live stream. I
That was
mean,
a live stream, so that
I
went up
think-
like
I
the
think it-
following
I think
days
it's
it's
of
probably
VOD.
out. Yeah, it's out.
I
right
think
now.
it's up.
It's out. It is. I
It
just
goes
can't
up like
remember
the
when.
following days of VOD.
Yeah.
Okay. You should check that out, everyone. That was really fun. Dodger did great, and the interactions that Jeremy and I had, I think, were some of the funniest that we've had in a long time. So
I love to just mess around as the killer. I find that so fun to like just kind of talk to
Yeah.
people and be the little like throwing shit.
Yeah,
at 'em.
I've been doing that now more, where it's like I stop playing games the way you're supposed to, and I just have fun with it. Like in TTT now, I'm not trying to win. I'm never trying to win that at all, unless maybe I'm a jester that I'm trying to kill people. Other than that, I really I don't care anymore. And I think that's
Dude,
it's good for me because I'm terrible.
no,
that's
dude,
the
it's a
Achievement
really
Hunter
fun way to do it. It's a fun way to
It's
go
a fun
through
way to
games,
play. I
Yeah.
try to find that balance. Like I'll have a round where I like snipe everything off the map, and then I go,
Oh, God,
all right,
yeah,
I'm
you
done
do.
with that, and I'm just gonna go dick around with like the Mac 11 or something. Or like today, Jack and I had like a little bit that went into pure chaos, which was entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, that's honestly why I
Exactly.
like Dead by Daylight so much. Is like you have that, like there's really good gameplay and you can focus on working together and having that like competitive teamwork. But then you're, as we're acting as these characters, like we're so ridiculous and over the top. So we're allowed to like play around and be silly, but still be serious in it at the same
No,
time.
you're not allowed.
Yeah, no.
You're not allowed. Stop that. And now we move on.
I noticed something really cool just now.
What's that,
so
Jeremy?
someone was asking, they were like, "Oh, what beer are you drinking?" I'm not. This is rum. But
Ooh.
so it's Captain Morgan Black Spiced Rum. And you got like the captain on
What?
the front, right?
Mhm.
Good stuff.
I didn't
Good stuff.
realize that the
Oh.
inside of the label, he's a skeleton on that side of the label,
Whoa.
and it
Oh,
says
shit.
it says "rested in peace." I don't know if you can see that, but
Whoa.
like
Didn't
it's
know
like
that.
a
dude.
Yeah,
a
I see the rest in
skeleton
peace.
captain.
There's little
And he's like-
skeletons on the floor.
Dude, that's so cool. I didn't
Pretty
know
cool.
that.
Let the bones hit the floor.
Pretty cool.
Maybe what
Captain's
about this?
coffin, restless spirit. Wow.
Maybe it's just an X-ray bottle.
It's true.
And it's just seeing through his skin.
His first name was
Yeah.
Henry.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a
It's
shit
maybe
about that.
All
It's
right.
the start of the next National Treasure
Henry
movie.
Morgan.
Dude,
What?
I
that's
felt like
happening, right?
Uncharted right there. I was like, whoa.
Wow.
Is there a new National Treasure coming out? Is that real?
Didn't they
No,
say-
So
supposedly a
excited.
third one has been written, but there's no plans to shoot it anytime soon, which makes me sad because I
Sleeping on it.
love those movies.
Oh yeah, like I don't think
They're so
I don't
good.
think they're good, but I like them a lot.
Jack, it appeared a rocket was taking off behind you.
Oh yeah, there's a rocket behind
Whoa.
me. This is
What?
this is an archive. This is a what? That's my head, Alfredo. Jesus
No, but
Christ.
from the
I
bottom
got you,
out
Alfredo.
the butt.
Well, if his butt was
Perspective.
like the
Yeah.
Spyro drawing, the butt was straight out and not under.
There you go.
Ready for access?
oh,
This is the launch escape test. This one's a lot of fun because this one's about to explode.
I was going to say,
Intentionally
what if that just blew up right there, but like wasn't
God.
supposed to?
No, it's going to in about 45 seconds or so.
Oh, I
yeah,
wish
so
you didn't
this
tell me
was
that.
the oh yeah, I probably should.
Spoiler.
But right now, SpaceX is about to launch humans into space for the first time since 2011 from American soil. And there was a launch yesterday, but they scrubbed it like about 45 minutes away from it due to weather. And so it's going to be going again tomorrow. And I just put a SpaceX
And,
playlist
and-
behind me.
Even though we're watching this video right now, no explosions. Fingers crossed for that one. Everything will be good.
This,
Yeah.
So when it hits that black dot there, you'll see it. It'll disconnect. It'll blast away, and then the stage one, which is the big part, will explode. It's
Send
pretty
me
rad.
up. Daddy.
Is it tomorrow or
Stop
Saturday?
calling people daddy.
Saturday.
Fredo.
Saturday.
Oh,
Today's
sorry.
Thursday.
Your second daddy in one episode.
Sorry.
I love
My
it.
days are all mixed up.
No,
I
I
kind of
love
love that
daddies.
Fredo can sexualize anything.
He can.
It's a
He
talent.
really can.
Here we go. So this was an escape test. So you see the top of it, see it kind of
Yep.
goes off
there
the
it
end.
went.
off.
and then you see the bottom part will
It's gonna blow
explode
up
here in a
behind Jack.
second.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh God.
Jack, no.
Jack,
Jack, no.
Ooh.
What
Yeah, but that was like a
Yeah.
sexual explosion.
That's
Yeah.
pretty rad.
Come
That's pretty
rain
rad.
down
Oh,
underneath that.
Dude.
So anyway, that's not happening on Saturday when Doug and
Right,
Bob, the
it's
two
just
astronauts, are
what
going
if
up.
it rained cum for a day?
You
Hmm.
know,
Inside,
a
dude.
lot of babies.
Or get out there.
There's some people
You know
that
what? That's
believe
the
it.
right answer.
a good moisturizer for your face. So there's at least a
Yeah,
couple
see?
people that be out there
Yeah.
just like, oh,
Make
free
some shakes.
moisturizer.
There are a few like organic life blogs that are like really intense.
what's
And they're
that?
like, yeah, I let my boyfriend come all over my face. And I just kind of like wipe it in. It's like, oh, okay. Like, I mean, you do you. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm okay.
My hand's been really dry, and now you got me wondering if I.
All right, here we
Go
go.
for it. Yeah.
Jeremy's about to goob up his keyboard.
Goob.
Oh, Goop. That's the Gwyneth Paltrow.
What are we doing for dinner tonight,
Oh.
Jack?
Please.
That was a B.
You gotta add a little bit of chicken in
Yeah.
that dish. A little.
Guys, I say this. You're gross. You're all
Yeah.
gross.
Ah, we're gross.
Grow up.
No.
We're
Grow
gross.
up. Yeah, grow up. You know.
I don't know. Michael said
Enough
rain
with
and
the
cum,
potty
and I was
It's a
like,
man with
by the way,
kindness.
that's my favorite
I said
Slayer
it.
song.
I said it scientifically, and then
a
you
good one.
took it to the gutter.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
was just
live there.
thinking Scientifically, what if it was a spaceship filled?
That's
with
where my
cum
summer
and it had
house is,
exploded?
dude. In the fucking gutter. That's just
I
where
was
I
thinking
live.
about that. Do you think we could make it through one episode of Off Topic without talking about dicks or
No.
vaginas? I guess from
No.
my point. Yeah.
easily.
Or not swearing or not talking
Ooh.
about poop
easily.
because we talk
I've
about all
made
a
it-
those
lot.
things easily.
Can I talk about my daddies?
That's fine.
I
Oh,
made
then
it
I
through an
can. Yeah, I'm
episode.
good. Okay.
I made it through an episode without swearing once because I wanted to see if I could do it. Because we have the guy who does the tip jar or whatever, or
Swear
the
jar.
swear jar, and I was like, because no one had a clean run for a full episode. I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
I'll give it a shot, and I did it.
The gutter.
And there was a couple times I got close where I almost cursed, but I did it. So it's not easy. Not easy. I'll
Jack, do
say
you have
that
a
much.
go-to not curse? Like if you have to be G-rated somewhere and you're like, oh shoot, you're like, gosh
the-
darn it.
Does God damn it count?
Yeah.
Like,
I
is
I
that-
feel like
that's-
you say,
Damn it.
"God
Yeah.
damn it, it counts."
'Cause see,
Damn,
some people
I say God damn
censor
it a lot.
Damn it.
some people censor the God, but they keep the damn it, and then some people censor
Yeah.
the damn it. So I don't know where
It's
that
funny.
like falls.
It's funny that you say that
Gosh
because right as Lindsay
darn it.
asked that question, my first thought was my favorite curse from Jack is him screaming, "God damn it!"
Yeah, that's my
Because
go-to.
That's your go-to. Like,
Yeah.
God damn it! What were we just doing? Oh God, there's a video coming out. I don't want to get
Do
into
you know
what it is.
what game was
I
it?
didn't want to get into it because
Okay.
I know what it is, and you were it's.
Oh
you
shit!
know what I'm
yeah, I
talking
know
about.
exactly what you're talking. I
didn't
know
even-
exactly what you're
I
talking
didn't
about.
want
now.
to put that out there.
Yeah,
it's
There's a couple of them. There's a couple of them. That
but
are
it
great.
happens multiple times in one episode.
Oh, man.
and it was fucking funny every time.
And I'm afraid that people are going to take it wrong. Like some of the anger was real. We're all just having a good time.
Dude, it was
and
so funny.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Just 8 guys who are having a good time.
Having a good
having
time.
a good time.
Having a good
Cracker in the
time.
middle.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a second.
Anyway, yeah, but that'll be coming out. Speaking of cool things coming out, another You Dead comes out tomorrow. You guys should watch it.
Damn,
it's
yeah, it
fun. It's a good episode. I think people will like it.
What number is this?
9.
9 for first members.
Okay.
Yeah,
Crazy.
And so
9.
it's wild.
What's the furthest we've made it before? Like
I think
4?
4 or 5.
Five.
Here, I'll look it up.
Yeah, season 1 was only like 4 episodes.
Why don't you do that, Jeremy?
Okay.
Oh, he is. There he goes.
All right. All right. Minecraft.
And then I think,
You Dead. Episode 303.
We have not done that many You Deads.
Well, no.
No.
I'm sorry. It looks like the first one was 4 episodes. Then You're Dead season 2 was 7 episodes.
Oh,
wow.
That's
Okay, yeah, that was meaty.
surprising.
The last one's called A Tale of Sudden Endings.
Yeah, that was yeah.
I got
that-
killed by
it was-
spiders.
Fredo blowing
Yeah,
up the bridge. at the end.
Here's the thing that I
The
just
one
remembered though. I
blow.
will say about that one is we were reviving people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that
that's
definitely
true.
added, I think, a little more, probably
Oh,
some more
yeah, you're
episodes.
right.
Yeah,
too.
everyone
We were doing,
had 2
the,
lives.
The Tower of Pimps totem revives, which we did
Yeah.
not do in season 3.
Well, I think we've also gotten better at playing Minecraft. So I think we're surviving longer. We've learned lessons. Like I've learned to stay the hell away from caves.
You've gotten
and
better.
ravines.
Stay the hell away from Fredo.
Some of us
Good
were
one.
born
You know.
for it, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you, Fredo. We're taking this thing.
I
to
was
the
born
end.
into the
Time to kill
craft.
that dragon.
Yeah.
We'll get them.
Episode 5 is the one that has the Avengers start to it, which is so funny to me.
Oh, I love that.
Like,
will
this
say.
That was in the middle like of my Avengers hype, and I was like, wait a second.
Yeah. There was an idea.
And then the
Games you're
post
like
just
kind
ran
of good
with it.
at, but Alfredo's actually good at. We're playing some Siege soon, and I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah,
like
Lindsay's
Siege?
gonna get in there.
He's kind of
Please, we're playing Sieges next week.
Yeah,
Yes,
Sieges.
Sieges.
Red dot.
All the
Red
rainbows.
dot's back, baby.
RTTV.
No, we don't
Um,
talk about that.
Oh, also,
Little silence
before
running
we're talking about stuff that came out for first members. The TTT that came out yesterday is the one I had my spit take in.
Yeah.
So it finally came out. So you should absolutely
Dude,
watch it. It's a funny ass
so
episode.
funny. That whole scene is so goddamn funny. Makes
That's
no
the one
sense.
where I had that grenade kill on you, Jack.
Is that what you sent me off the side?
Yes.
Yeah. There's some high quality stuff in that one. So watch that episode. And we recorded a one today that was pretty damn good too. So someone's at my door.
Yeah, a dog. It's
A dog, yeah. Let me
Let
in.
it in. Yeah.
There's a dog barking at your door, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dog is my furry doorbell.
I
If you
didn't figure
recorded
out
that,
what the
Jack,
dog
that
is.
could be ASMR. Dog barks to be let in. ASMR.
Man.
Yeah.
No,
Millions of
it's our
views.
neighbor.
Millions of views.
I mean, anything could be
I
ASMR,
just-
really, right?
Yeah,
I mean-
absolutely.
ASMR is just like some people it works for, and good. Emma, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
There- Man yells at dog. ASMR.
ASMR.
Yeah, but some people it works for. But for me, it's like. For me, just like that sort of whispering and that lip smacking, it's just
Okay.
inherently sexual immediately. Oh, stop it! I'm just gonna mute you in Discord.
That's the sound of macaroni being stirred.
My fingers just run
It's
down
like
your back.
macaroni.
All right, that's it.
Yes.
I'm muting Lindsay. I'm muting Lindsay, and my dog's barking. Everything's a nightmare.
Also,
Oh.
I tried it again, and this is great for voice acting too, because this is all like stuff I do in the booth too. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. I'll test it out while I freak Jack out. I tried swallowing to get that like sound again with my rain. Didn't work because it wasn't water. Check this.
Oh man,
No.
what is it? Had different viscosity? Oh
Yeah, see?
yeah.
She got it.
Well,
Get
maybe
hair
are you just taking a
travel
bigger
down
gulp?
the throat.
No,
Oh.
I
Jeremy,
take
you
the
heard
same
you
gulp-
heard the gurgling. There was
Yeah, I
so
did
much
a lot.
liquid in that rain.
did a lot.
Oh God.
I'm a big.
It was like a
gulper.
fine. She's drinking rain like a fine wine.
All right,
you swish
my
it in your
turn.
mouth and you spit it out. Do it.
Go, Jeremy.
Stand back, Jeremy.
Jack's
I'm
done.
about to one up you.
Jack never heard
Because I'm
me
about
again.
to get angry.
Wait, cans of Angry Orchard? I've never seen that.
Jesus.
Gulp.
Oh, damn. That was good.
Was it loud?
I already hate this
You never
episode.
seen
Did you
Ants?
believe me?
Ollie? Yeah. Did you believe me?
Did
You ain't canon on the Angry Orch?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Hey,
There he
internet,
goes.
I made Jack leave. You're welcome.
Zing. She's on
Gone.
fire today.
Got him.
Lindsay's checking
I
off.
heard that, Lindsay.
Oh no, his headphones are wireless. She's
Oh,
going
shit.
through her
Oh
hate
shit,
list.
he can always
Oh
hear us.
no!
Hang on, I guess
God,
I'm
God,
supposed to
She
technology.
got me. She got Trevor. She got Sarah. She got Jack. She probably got Matt. I'm sure he was in there somewhere. She probably pounded.
Yeah, you got him.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Stamps.com. One of the toughest parts of making or selling products online is the shipping. No one really has the time to go to the post office. It's just a big doggone hassle. Don't worry, Stamps.com is here to help. With Stamps.com, you can print postage on demand and skip those lines and crowds at the post office. Plus, you can actually save some money with the discounts that you can't even get at the old PO. That's the post office. As if that wasn't enough, Stamps.com also offers UPS services with discounts up to 62% and no UPS residential surcharges. Stamps.com brings all the services of the U.S. Postal Service right to your computer in the safety and comfort of your own home, office, or anywhere else you're hunkering down right now. Whether you're a small business sending invoices, an online seller shipping out products, or you're just working from home and need to mail stuff, Stamps.com can handle it all with ease, baby. Simply use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send. Once your mail is ready, just leave it for your mail carrier, schedule a free package pickup, or drop it in a mailbox. It's that simple. And like I said, with Stamps.com, you can get great discounts too. 5 cents off every first class stamp and up to 62% off shipping rates. Stamps.com is a no-brainer, saving you time and monies. Right now, our listeners get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale without any long-term commitment. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in Off Topic. That's Stamps.com. Enter Off Topic. You're done. Stamping with the best of them now.
But one of my new favorite things, speaking of Matt, is a lot of fan art nowadays has Matt with the sun.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
we've
Right.
seen a lot of Matt and
Because
the sun fan
he's
art.
popularized it on this
Yeah.
very show.
It's
Well, I
like
do
my
like
favorite thing.
It's like the fan canon of him as a sun god. He's like ascended now, and I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
But like a god that doesn't know what the hell he's doing with the sun.
That's like every mythological story ever.
A god that rested on the first day.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Right.
through the seven.
He was born and then he rested. And he's still resting to this day. My favorite thing about that, Matt has this talent where he makes me give up. Where
So
I don't-
sad.
I don't understand is, the whole thing with his light was like, it's in a weird spot, Matt. It's putting like a weird like glare in your camera. You need to move it.
Yeah.
And he's just like, can't move it. And I just
Can't be
didn't
done.
understand. Like, I just didn't understand that.
Yeah.
And he would just keep talking about like the size of his room. And I get that. Like, I get you only have so much space and what your setup is and all that. Like, everybody has restrictions. Like, I'm wedged in a corner here with a little desk, and all of our setups are probably completely different. But I was just like, but just move it somewhere else. Just try, I don't know, like get it higher out of the
Anything.
shot or put it closer or just because week after week, there it is in the exact fucking same spot, same exact, like 25% of his room has this bright orange glow. And I get that it might not look like that to him in the room, but through the webcam, that's what it looks like. And he would just go, can't do it. I just can't do it.
Throw a little color
And then-
correction on it.
And then
Yeah.
one day it was just different and it looked better. Not great, but it looked better. And he was just like, yeah, I figured it out. I don't remember what his answer was. He was like, I just did this. And I just remember going like, well, you combated that for 3 weeks.
Like,
What
it's
I-
never fun
I don't
editing your
understand.
setups. Setups are like very. You
Yeah.
spend so long getting them the way you want,
And
and then
you don't
it's like,
want to touch it and move it.
yeah.
Well, why would
Yeah.
you want it that way?
I just like to believe that Matt was creating like his
That's just
own
moving
golden
a
hour,
light,
his
though. It's not
permanent
like-
golden hour. Yeah.
It's not like you're
a
moving
crazy
like
guy.
equipment or audio
But,
equipment
like-
or anything like that.
No.
I-
yeah.
Yeah, it was a
He drained me where I went, you know what? Just leave the light.
He's-
Dude, he
Michael. Maybe he's an energy vampire.
He's an
Michael.
energy vampire.
Yes.
And I say this
great
as an
fucking
energy
show.
vampire. He sucked me dry.
Yeah,
He sucked every
passed
drop.
out.
Have you watched more
Of energy.
Michael? No. You
No,
haven't,
but I'm
right?
about to because I
Yeah.
just finished Drunk History. Watched the whole
Nice.
show.
Good shit.
So I'm gonna.
Nice.
shoot
And
back
he was
over
also
that.
on Drunk History. That actor. Can't remember his name.
Yeah, he was. Dude, you know who else was on an episode of Drunk History? Zach Anner.
Correct.
Really?
Yeah. I was like,
Oh.
that's Zach Anner. There he is right there. And he was talking. Wasn't his words coming out, but he was mouthing.
Yeah. I still like the old Funny or Die drunk histories where it's like, why do I have Mandalorian behind me now? That's weird.
I don't know.
Spaceships.
Don't be upset about
Where's
that.
Baby Yoda?
That's a good
Just
thing.
shoot.
It's
What the
it's,
fuck
it's
is
an
that?
ad. It's an ad. There we go. Yeah, I like the old ones, like the one with I think Jack Black and like the
Oh,
Ryan
yeah.
Gosling one.
About his son, his bastard
Yeah.
son. He sends
There's some
outside.
good ones.
Uh,
Such a good show, such a clever show.
I feel you in that sense, Jack. Like I like both this eras. I don't know what you want to call them of Drunk History. I don't know if there's like a fan base separation of like the Funny or Die version versus when they got funding and it actually went onto network with Comedy Central. But I like in the older episodes, Michael and I kind of agree in the sense that the people who are narrating seem like they're a little bit more passionate about the subject, you know?
I
Like
think
they got this
Yeah.
person to talk about Edison because he loves Edison.
right. I think it
Yeah,
went
yeah.
from. And this is just speculation. I could be wrong. I think it went from these people know about this shit and we're gonna get him hammered and talk about it to obviously later being like they were told the story and then now they're retelling the story to the camera. I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But like when they have like guest celebrities and stuff come in and they tell these historical stories. Because I mean, in the TV show on the Comedy Central, they'll be like, it was, July 35th, 1892. And I'm like, there's no way they know that. Like, there's just,
Yeah.
maybe I'm wrong and every single person on there's a history buff. But like the early ones just seem like, it just seems like someone was talking about something. They went, you know a lot about this. You want to get hammered and talk
Mhm.
about it?
Well, something so
Um,
like poignant. Like I point to the Edison episode because it's my favorite, and it might be the first episode. But there's something so beautiful about him like lying in his own vomit and just being so passionate about talking about Edison. It's like you're at your lowest point in your life right now, and you're still like Edison, I love you. It's like okay, sure.
The people telling the stories really make the episodes for sure.
Yeah.
There's like after watching 6 seasons of it, it got to the point where I would get super excited just seeing a particular person and be like, oh, this guy's great. Or like, oh, this woman's awesome. You just one guy that always gets on the floor every single time. I go, that's the guy that's going to go on the floor. And like 20 minutes in, he goes, it's like the third episode and he goes, I told myself I wasn't going to go on the floor this time. And he just starts sliding off the couch and he's just like laying face down on the floor telling the story. It's just so funny because when you see the same people, like, people have drunk habits. So
Yeah.
like they just keep doing the same shit or someone will always go like, I'm so hot.
Or
It's
like
hot in here. It's
I'm
just
horrible
so
for not
funny.
knowing the actor's name, but he plays Sammy in Blue Mountain State, and that's who I know him as. And I think he also directed and produced Blue Mountain State too. Either way, he's on the show also, and I think in every single episode he takes his pants off or he's naked in some capacity.
Usually his penis is fully out and they
Yeah.
blur it, but like it's real like jackass levels of like blah.
Is someone being attacked? I heard noises
that.
of
Yeah.
The banging on the back.
They got blocks, dog.
it's the child.
They got
The
blocks.
child is
Oh.
making noise,
They building.
They're causing
Ignore
a
it.
ruckus.
and they will
Hey,
go away.
ruckus.
Michael and Jeremy, I want to thank you guys last night for coming out to our Stronger Than You Think stream. That was pretty cool. We did that.
Yeah,
Um,
no problem.
So those of you who are watching right now, we're actually doing a charity drive. Started yesterday and it ends tomorrow if you're watching it live right now. Called Stronger Than You Think. It's a cool charity initiative that Rooster Teeth is a part of. And last night we did a 2-hour stream talking to a bunch of different people about like how they deal with mental health issues or any tips or tricks they might have. It's a great thing. I got a little thing here to say. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, and this week Rooster Teeth is participating in Stronger Than You Think, an awesome campaign to raise money and awareness for NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We just crushed our goal. We set a goal at $10,000 yesterday, and we've already gone over 20,000. So we've raised it up to 30,000 now to see if we can do that. Now, what does NAMI do? NAMI provides education on mental health, impact policy, and influences lawmakers to protect mental health. They also provide a free helpline as a resource to anyone, and they are leaders in raising awareness for and erasing the stigma of mental health. It's a very rough time for a lot of people right now. Many people are experiencing more mental health concerns than ever due to COVID. There's added stress from physical distancing. Threat of unemployment is a concern for a lot of people too. And just like working from home is such a tricky thing. We want to let you know that you're not alone. alone. We're all in this together, and it's okay not to feel okay, especially right now. The more we share about our struggles, the more we erase the stigma about mental illness and understand each other better. It's a rough time, so please take some time to step away and do some self-care, ride a bike, read a book, take on a relaxing project, do something fun for yourself. Yeah, and now if you need any help, though, the NAMI helpline can be reached Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can call at 1-800-950-NAMI, which is 6264. So 1-800-950-6264, or go to or send an email to info@nami.org, NAMI.org. During this difficult time, the NAMI helpline is there for you. Helpline volunteers are working to answer questions, offer support, and provide practical next steps. So NAMI's awesome. We really, really support them stronger than you think. And if you can make a donation, that would be super awesome. bit.ly/RTstrong will take you to our Tiltify link. Again, we're raising money for this campaign, and it's really, really awesome. And you guys, mental health is a big issue, and everyone deals with it in some form or fashion. And so for us, for Rooster Teeth to take that on is a lot of, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool that we're doing that, actually trying to erase this stigma. We've been about that for a long time. So again, if you can make a donation, please do so. bit.ly/RTstrong. If you can't make a donation, which we understand right now is a tricky time for some people, just spread the word. Just share the links, share it on social media or wherever you can. And so thank you very much. We appreciate it, and you are stronger than you think. So, all right, that's it. Enough of me going on. But thank you, Michael and Jeremy, for joining in yesterday and being part of our stream, and everyone else who participated. We had a whole bunch of people come through. It was really, really great on the keeping the lights on set. So that was good times. So, all right, I'm done.
Oh, it's good. Jeremy had a lot of good, insightful things to say, and I talked about how strong I think I am.
I wasn't there for it, but I'm like, I have a feeling Michael wasn't like super deep and sentimental.
No, everybody else gave all the good answers. I was very sentimental. It was sincere. I said I was exercising a lot, and I was eating better, and I think I'm strong now. And then I think they were like, "Oh, you're stronger." And I said, "I don't know. I think I'm stronger, and I keep saying I am, and I flex around the house a lot."
I think it counts as self-care too. The Hypervolt you got, you use that a lot.
Oh, I didn't even mention that. That Hypervolt is great, dude. That massage gun.
Is it?
Oh, God, I
highly recommend.
And the term was like, it's great, but I never use it. So I was like, fuck, maybe I'm not going to use it.
Well, he's crazy. That thing is a dream, dude.
I was 2 seconds away from picking that up.
I use almost every day. It's got it. The charge on it is amazing. Like you just plug it in when you're not using it. It's just got like an internal battery, but I've never seen it drop below 4 bars. You'd have to be railing yourself with it for hours.
And it is a 2-in-1 machine.
Beat you up.
I just hit myself right here. A massage gun and a pound me daddy gun.
Well, it's both at the same time. Daddy,
I joke, but
the gun is daddy, and it pounds you.
Yeah,
I always get a shiatsu massage or like the deep like tissue massage when you go. I'm always like, dude, just beat me up, like go for it. I need this. And so with that Hypervolt, I was asking Michael, I'm like, I wonder like what setting we can get to. Like, can you do the highest setting on me? And it feels awesome. So if you're really into like hardcore intense massages,
that I am.
Awesome.
So
yeah. Also, if you're not into that, you don't have to do that.
No, you don't.
You can just use it like a normal person.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's a pleasure if there's no pain.
Yeah.
It's
you know, it's been a good.
It's real good, dude.
You know, it's been a good massage if the day after it, you're like,
Exactly.
I feel like they just beat the shit out of my back.
Alfredo, did you say you had knee pain, right? Am I wrong?
It just feels a little numb sometimes now. I mean, just all the sports that I did, and I threw my body at it.
Okay, I have the same issue, and we've talked about that before. So for me, like, I have issues where my knee will get pain after doing like squats or something that involves a lot of like motion in the glute area, and that will get like really tight and tense. So if I massage that too, my knee pain goes away, which is awesome. So I've had a lot less like knee issues with my workouts, which is pretty great.
Okay.
Yeah. I also like, I can't sleep sometimes at night because I have leg issues, and I either get like leg cramps or restless legs or whatever. I pound my little leggies, I fall right asleep. It's awesome, dude. It's great for using. I pound those little twigs, and for working out too. Like it'll be. I usually get sore a day or 2 days after I work out. You know, if I do a specific muscle group, I'll be fine that day. Usually fine the next day, and then it's 2 days after where I'm just sore as shit. So I've sometimes, like, if I know it's coming, like legs are obviously the worst, and you know, I'll be sore for 4 days. So usually the night and then the day after I do leg day, I'll just like pound the shit out of them in advance. And it's so helpful for working out. I love it.
Oh yeah.
It's just, you just pick it up. Like I keep it just next to my bed and I'll just be like, I give it to Lindsay and I go, hit me. It's nice if somebody can use it on you, but it's also great that you could do it yourself.
Leads to some great,
It's obviously
like,
more
sexual
uncomfortable
innuendo.
to be like that, but
pick it up
you can
after
just
work.
like, you do chest and you're
Just
like,
get pounded.
It's like someone just like punching you and it's like, but it feels good.
Yeah.
Pick one up and then be like, just pound me, Jackie.
Pound my ass, yes.
You should just get more of the taser things we had from the Tetris thing we did, or the Jenga thing we did.
Because we have one of those.
I love those things, dude.
I have those. They're
Just
great.
like,
They're awesome. Like
Yeah.
as you know, their intended function, not just zapping people. They're
Right.
awesome, and that's what I used to use on my legs. But it's just such a pain to use at
Yeah,
night.
see, I'd
'cause
much
you gotta,
rather
like,
the Hypervolt.
You got to set it
Yeah.
up. You got to plug it in. You got to make sure you have like still like good gel pads because you got to replace them every once in a while. You got wires all over the fucking place. Like they're really good. But this thing is just, I mean, you pick it up, you turn it on, you smash your bits, you turn it off, you're done.
Smash your bits.
My bits are smashed. They're like,
I don't know if
grapes,
I
dude.
would
Thor-
How easy is
thoroughly
it to
smashed.
smash your
Like-
back though with that thing? Is that,
I mean,
I mean, you
it's
need
a little
someone
hard.
else to do it.
It's
a little
harder,
hard.
yeah,
You just
obviously
kinda
by
like,
yourself.
and it goes
You can do your like upper back and your shoulder. I mean, you can pretty much do your whole back, but back ideally is you just lay down flat and someone else does it for you. So maybe you can
Yeah.
ask that woman you live with to help you out. I don't know.
She doesn't
After you-
talk to me. No.
Yeah, I know. Well, after you hit her with the naked Spyro, I understand it.
Yeah,
Oh man, that was so funny.
that's your wife now.
You forgot and then
I
remember.
forgot. You reminded me, and it made me happy again. That's so funny.
You should keep that in your wallet.
You know, well,
Well,
that's a
'cause,
lot
like-
of folding.
It was extra awesome because Kat is like the most innocent person in the world. You know what I mean? And it's like has never seen porn or anything, and so I'm just like nailing her with that. It's awesome.
Kat is very innocent, and she and Katie hang out all the time, who is
Mhm.
also very innocent and beautiful and pure. And then they ask me to hang out in the group, and I always feel super weird because I'm like tainting the group. I'm coming in
You are,
with my
for
like
sure.
You are.
my
You are.
vulgarity. I'm like,
I
"Bleh."
mean, it's fine. I don't
You're
care.
right.
You taint this group.
I do. It's true. I'm sorry.
And that's something to be said. You got Jack. Jack had to leave.
Had to step away.
He had to step
Was-
away. You did that.
Was that a pun? I taint the
Yeah.
group because I'm the only
No.
badge here. Or
No.
Okay.
What are you
We all-
talking
we all-
about?
we all have
Taints. What do you mean?
No.
Well, okay.
Not
No
one's
exclusive
saying
to
that.
women.
Hang
No,
on.
what?
Hang on. No, we can also settle this debate because this
The
is a
badge
huge
does
debate
not
too.
It's not a debate.
No, I was told that a woman has a taint and a man has a gooch.
They're the same thing.
Same
It's the
thing.
Same thing. A taint and a gooch is the same thing.
Internet.
Yeah, same thing. No, don't.
You let me
No,
know.
No,
you
no,
brought this
that's-
to the table.
No.
You were wrong.
Four
You
against
don't go
one.
somewhere else. It's 4 against 1. That's like, okay, guys, hear me out.
There's no
Fuck
phone
you.
a friend
Everyone
in.
over there.
Okay. So
Yeah,
then do we both
no.
have a gooch? Is that or is that just a dude thing too?
I don't know. Probably.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Don't
Now I'm getting answers.
quiet. It's all been
What
for
is that?
this.
Is that how you want to get
Everyone
answers?
taints.
Yeah.
235
Everybody
episodes
taints.
have led to this moment. Lindsay's getting
Everybody
the answers
taints.
that she came for.
Someone write a book.
Jeez.
Someone write a book.
Yeah.
You need to
If-
teach
if-
the
If
children.
you
Thank
go
you.
from the
Oh my-
private to the booty, do you also
God.
cross the parted sea?
So how does ASMR make you feel better? Like, is it because it makes my skin crawl? How is
Like
it something
Moses.
that makes you feel good? Like, explain that to me, please.
I can't explain it with ASMR because it didn't work for me with ASMR. But what did work is I found music that it's called ADHD focus music because clearly I have like focusing issues. So sometimes that helps me kind of relax and get back on track and kind of just like channel my thoughts onto one thing. Because sometimes I like can't like hear myself think. So I have to sit and focus.
I get that music is one thing, but ASMR is totally different from music, in my opinion.
Well,
Like,
because
I
it
almost
gives
always
some
I almost always have music playing. I just don't understand like what is it about ASMR that
Well,
makes
it gives
people
some
like
the
people
ASMR is the
chills.
response. Yeah. And I was gonna say,
Yeah.
leading up to that, listening to that music, that was the first time I had that response. Is my body like I can't explain it, Jack, but it felt like I was melting. It's like it felt awesome. I was like, oh, like I could just sit here and go, ugh, like.
Yeah, it's
And
just
I
like
guess that's the feeling.
back
I-
when
I
I
think-
had hair, I used to enjoy getting haircuts because I don't know, it's just like this. It's hard to explain, but there's like this weird feeling, like where you kind of get chills a little bit, but it's not really in like any sort of like sexual way or anything.
You
That's
get
like
tinglies.
you get a little tinglies and like stuff like and they're good tinglies. And some people get that from ASMR. I don't. I get bad tinglies.
Yeah, see, for me personally, with ASMR, it feels like someone's whispering in my ear, and anyone whispering in my ear, that's inherently sexual to me. And so, I mean, like if you get right up
to you,
I mean, if he was standing right next to me, whispering in my ear, see, I don't consider that. I mean, that doesn't. I don't count that as ASMR. When I say ASMR, that's people like tapping on shit and like doing things specifically to make it where it's triggering those effects.
The original ASMR artist for sure.
No, but did he do that intentionally? I'm sure he just had a calming voice.
No,
it's not like he was doing it because he knew it was affecting.
I mean,
people.
I will say specifically, it's not just his voice though. It's the paintbrush. It's the tapping of the brush. It's like the that's what people listen to Bob Ross ASMR do. I do know that. Obviously, he wasn't doing it intentionally.
Classified it that way,
but
there's
that was people going like,
yeah,
oh, he's rubbing the brush. He's fucking.
I mean, did he specifically say he would do that? He was like increasing the volume of things to make it like to give that effect. I mean, to me, it sounds like Bob Ross is like it almost seems like that was accidental ASMR. Like he wasn't doing that intentionally. Just kind of that's what happened.
I mean, it is.
But the people who like are actively doing stuff where it's like I'm scratching on things and tapping and like swallowing in a mic. It's like you're intentionally going for that.
Thing is, like I mean, I get that, but like. It's more of the person. I don't give a shit about ASMR, but like I think obviously it's just someone. I don't really see the difference between Bob Ross. Obviously didn't do that. The guy was just fucking painting.
Yeah,
but people they went, oh, I enjoy this. I like the sound effects. I like that shit. So then someone else is just recreating that. I mean, I get why they're doing it intentionally. They're just recreating a natural phenomenon, if you want to call it. Like I think that's where the shit comes from. Of like. I'm fucking folding towels because somebody somewhere loves fucking towels getting folded. I don't really understand it.
Allegedly, the science behind it is like it's recreating sounds that you would hear in the womb. So like you're basically like regressing to like an embryonic state. Yeah,
don't bring the womb into it.
All right, so it comes back to the woman.
Someone's saying there's something called misophonia. It's a disorder when certain sounds trigger emotional or physiological responses some might perceive as unreasonable given their circumstance. What? That isn't.
Sure.
Some who have misophonia might describe it as a sound when a sound drives you crazy.
Yeah.
It's not a specific sound though. It's the feeling. It's
just,
like
Jack doesn't like the tingles that come from it.
See, you mentioned the folding towels too, Michael. I feel like that's the feeling of ASMR is being wrapped up in like warm laundry. Fresh out of the dryer. That's how you feel in an ASMR.
Look at Michael's
face. No. So, for you, yes. Yeah. For me, it feels like someone's jamming needles into my skin. Like it's
I
don't know about that.
Some people
like like immediately
I love
tingles I don't like.
I don't like it.
I like so now I still get that the only thing now that gives me that tingling feeling of like that hard to describe one is music. Like Lindsay said, there's certain songs. Even if they're not light songs, like there's like a Papa Roach song in particular, but when there's a tonal change in the song, I get the chills from that. And like that's the kind of shit that I like listen to, and I'm like, when something changes key or something like that, it's so good to me.
No, I get that. Like there's moments like that. Like when
that is your ASMR because ASMR doesn't mean whispering; it means the actual response to the whispering.
Okay,
that's what the ASMR means.
Because like when we step out on the stage, like that moment during like AH Lives when we go from backstage to on stage, and there's like that crowd noise, like that to me is like it's an emotion, like it drives something out of you. Yeah, just like, oh, you
hear that, guys?
No. I don't know. I mean, I'm shitting on ASMR, but it's like I know some people use it, and some people it helps them, like with like mental health and stuff, and it's like it helps calm them, and I get that. Just for me, it doesn't do it, and so I'm sorry if it seems like I'm just shitting on everyone who likes it. Whatever, like if that's your thing, go for it. I understand, but for me, it's just I know there are other people like me that it's like nails on a chalkboard.
I mean, people are saying in chat too. It's not even like an audio thing, and it can be like physical touch too, with certain like textures and things like that. Like they can get certain responses if they like feel a nice curtain or I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, I will say for Jack, like specifically, he's talking about videos, which are audio.
True.
People,
I mean, ASMR. The A stands for audio, does it not?
Well, I get like the pros and cons of ASMR.
Sorry, yes. You're getting another similar response from a physical touch.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're still talking about like memory recall there, where you can listen to somebody fucking folding a towel and trigger a feeling, if it's like, oh, I know what that feels like. Like I get that you can get the feeling from the audio. Because
So,
again, my assumption is it's most people things that they've done or they enjoy doing.
To be fair, it's autonomous sensory meridian response.
Yeah.
So it's not actually
Autonomous.
audio.
Oh, autonomous, not audio.
Autonomous.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's not audio.
Cool.
So let's see here. It's a tingling sensation that typically begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper
Yeah.
spine.
Where your hair was getting
Mhm.
cut.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, no, I mean honestly, yeah. You and then
Well,
like
I
as it would like go
like-
down.
I've done those things where you like put on headphones and it's like it sounds like someone's around you cutting your hair and stuff. They have the crazy headphones that make it sound like someone's around you. It's like, oh, that's interesting, but I never thought that would be a thing that people would lose their minds for and people have careers over. So
Yeah. Well, I was trying to say I get the pros and cons. What I don't understand is mukbangs.
oh yeah,
Like just watching someone eat
Oh,
on a live stream.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean,
What does that
watching
do?
isn't nearly as bad as listening, in my opinion.
yeah.
Here's the only thing that I
Well, I
can
mean,
see.
listening is
goes
like, okay, some
overboard.
people it's calming, some people it's like, what is the pros to watching someone eat food live?
Here's the only thing I can think about that. Why someone would like that is when you're seeing someone eat. One of the only times in your life that you're looking at someone and they're eating is if you're like on a date or in a relationship with them or something, and you're together and you're eating. So maybe when you watch someone eat and do stuff like that, you get the feeling of like companionship of like this is someone I'm close to because that's that's the only scenario in which this would happen.
See,
type
that's
thing.
interesting because I thought
Okay.
Maybe.
the reason I would want to watch that is like currently I'm doing like protein shake meal replacements and it's been working, but I'm like desperately tempted by everything in the house. So I would want to watch that just to be like, oh man, like I remember what that tastes like. I bet that's good. Like, oh, that's
There's an episode of King of Queens like that.
oh,
Dude, let me tell you who has that more than anyone I've ever met. Bernie Burns. That I've never seen someone get more satisfaction of watching someone eat food. It's like he's eating it too. He's like absorbing the food energy. When we were shooting Laser Team 2, Lindsay was pregnant with Iris, and she'd like show up to set, and they'd have, they had food and they had like craft services and stuff there. And she would get there, and Bernie'd be like, "You gotta eat this, you gotta eat this," and he'd like bring her shit. He wanted everybody to eat all the time, but like she would sit there eating something, and no joke, he would just watch her eat and be like, "Fuck yeah, eat that sandwich." Yeah, that sandwich is awesome. Like he got so excited about it. I've never seen
It got a
someone
little
so
crazy.
passionate about other people eating food. It was like
Wild.
my second it was during Laser Team 2. It was like the second post I ever made on Instagram was Lindsay was sleeping and I bought her a pizza and I gave her a pizza in bed. And she was like, I don't know, like a couple months into being pregnant. And I woke her up, I'm like, boom, pizza. And it's a picture of her with a whole pizza in bed. He was like doing backflips over that. He was like, "Oh, look at that pizza! Yeah, she's eating it. I love it. This is my favorite picture ever." He loved it. He loves it.
all right.
He
well,
loves,
out of context, it's like
he loves people
Perfect
like
person
enjoying
for
food.
likes
mukbangs,
watching
then.
pregnant women eat food.
I mean, all people of all shapes, colors,
Yeah, that's
ethnicities,
true.
Pregnant, not
genders.
pregnant. He just likes
He
to
just
watch people
enjoys-
eat.
He also enjoys eating himself, and I think some of that is like him restraining himself and not eating. But like, I get people be like, I can't. I'm on a diet or whatever. I can't eat that. You eat it.
Yeah.
It's like he's eating it too. He's like, yes.
Someone in chat said Bernie's a food vampire.
He really is. I don't know how he does it, but
Yeah. Which I
Actually,
felt him
it's
at the time
fascinating.
because I had like I would watch people drink while I was pregnant and go like, "Oh, I miss beer." Like, can you? And I would kind of like force it on people.
that's
Like,
the
can you
thing
drink
is,
this in front of me? Like,
you were
Yeah,
like,
Lindsay,
I
I
missed
can't
that.
believe you forced it on me like
I
that.
did.
That was not
Jeremy.
fair of you.
One of the things that like I was thinking about that brought all this up is because in What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show,
So fucking good.
the female vampire whose name I forget, she actually did a thing for like BBC comedy of her being like
Nadia.
Nadia. She did a like an ASMR thing that was really really funny. Where she's like talking normally and then she goes in ASMR voice and it's like everyone around her is like instantly like turned on. So
We
anyway,
did
you should
ASMR in a
watch that.
GTA video one time.
Did we?
Remember that? It was a transform race, and at one point it transformed you into that
Oh.
Tesla car, which like doesn't have, it's electric, so it doesn't make this loud noise when you're driving it. So we decided that anytime you transformed into that car, you had to whisper. And
Yeah,
it was a lot of like
Oh.
sprunking each other and being like,
Mhm. Well, didn't they do ASMR in Minecraft? It was Gavin, Michael, and Ryan.
Oh, and Ryan, they did the thing with the
they did
roast
the
and the
RTA about it.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Her
that
name her name is Natasha Dimitrio.
looks like that guy's
That's the
behind
most
Jack.
Russian
That
name
freaked
ever.
me out.
I really
What's up, buddy? He's just explaining Falcon Heavy. No big deal.
Where we have
This
the
here's a
spaceship.
rocket. It's gonna get real big and go.
Just curious.
It's gonna go up.
That's
It's going up.
exactly,
You're
that's exactly what it
go up
sounds
there.
like. It's gonna go
Yep.
up real high now, all right, and then we'll come back down, maybe.
God.
Weird.
Talking about food
Yeah.
and mukbanging. If I may ask,
Uh-oh.
what is all of your like most like stereotypically fat kid moment move that you've done where you're like for me thinking about when I was pregnant on set actually they would bring out craft services every now and then and they had catering there so they'd bring out lunch or like some kind of like awesome snack. So while I was there with Michael, he's filming, they brought out this baguette and it was this like awesome fresh bread. It smelled so good. And I was like, okay, I'll hold off. I don't want to like be that person and just run up to the table and start scarfing it down because I wanted to. But I was like, I'll hold off. I'll let someone else have it. They're working on the film. I'm just here guesting. So I kind of like walked around and I came back to a dude throwing the entire thing away. No one had touched it. And my heart
Lindsay.
broke and I was
You
also
went in.
pregnant. So I was super hormonal. I didn't go in, but I like almost started crying. I looked at it. I was like, there's so much wasted potential. I could have eaten all that bread. I could have eaten all of it myself.
Yeah,
I could have
now
done
you
it.
sound like Ryan.
Definitely for me, and I think I've told the story before, but you know, being from New England, I'm like addicted to seafood. And so we went to a seafood restaurant and I got steamed mussels in like a garlic butter sauce. And I love that. I can eat like pounds of it. So I ate all the mussels and then there's that like garlic butter left at the bottom of the bowl. And a great thing to do with that is dip the bread rolls in it. Like if there's rolls on the table, you just dip those in there and it's so
Oh, you
good.
have to. Yeah.
You have to. And I liked it so much. I asked for it. I took it to go in a plastic container. And then like the next day, heated up a plastic container of garlic butter and dipped hot dog rolls in it. And ate that.
Nice.
It was really good, but it was a low point. It was a point. During it was like, what am I doing? Just ate the
But
whole
you
thing.
didn't stop. And
No,
that's
I
what
ate a whole
admire.
package of hot dog buns.
Good on you.
And the thing. Yeah. Tough times.
I don't know if there was like a moment of like me being a thick boy, but I know I had this weird love of it, of taking just a slice of turkey, rolling it up, and then just having a jar of mayonnaise when I was younger, and just like dipping it in the mayonnaise and just eating it.
That's
And then I would
so
just-
good.
I would
That's
just watch my
spoonful of peanut butter
cartoons
territory.
and just
right
be like,
there.
Oh, man.
oh, the turkey and the mayo.
Oh,
You do that with ham and cheese, dip it in the mayo. Oh, that sounds like it would be awesome.
Okay, I'm not that weird then. All right.
I don't know.
No,
It was
I've never
done it. I'm
way
saying it
too
sounds
much ham,
delicious,
dude,
yeah.
when I was younger.
Ham, cheese, and mayo. It's a good sandwich.
I ate a
Oh,
lot.
there was no
just-
bread. It was just turkey. It was just
Meat and
turkey and
mayo.
mayo,
I
baby.
Who
feel
cares,
it,
man?
dude. Meat and cheese make the sandwich in your mouth. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I
Make
think a lot
boba
of
tea in your
people do
mouth.
this. The real just fucking fat move is just eating a bag of shredded cheese. 'Cause
That's
it's a
yeah.
mess.
That's
Like Big
love.
League Chew
Yeah.
style.
Cheese
Just
is
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're dropping it. You're just standing there like, shit, I don't have sliced cheese, but I got shredded cheese. It's still good. And you're just like fucking scooping it
yeah.
out of the
A few
bag.
tears fall into the bag too.
No,
So definitely
tears of
there's-
joy.
there's that time, like every now and then, like we'll get a pizza from Pizza Hut or whatever, and it's like, do I get a plate or do I just eat it straight out of the box?
Oh, you just eat it,
You know,
man.
just like
Out of the box.
My
Yeah.
issue with ordering
Out of the
food
box.
is I usually
I should've
I
ordered
like too much
Oh,
variety.
yes,
so
dinner
then I
time.
order too much, right? Like I'm like, I kind of want the sandwich, but I also want a pizza, but also kind of want the appetizer. I'm not gonna eat all of it. I just want
You just want a little taste of
I just
everything.
want a little bit of all. Then I get it all and go, might as well eat it though.
oh god,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
happening. It's happening.
No.
Lindsay, I don't know what happened, but Lindsay's mic just ramped up by about 50 dB, and I could hear everything she was doing in her room.
Jack, this is my ass.
Oh,
Stop. No, do
Stop
not
it.
consent. Do not consent.
I don't know if that's coming across on our stream or not, but oh,
The way Jack just recoiled. Look at that.
oh, I hate
Oh, I
this.
had a shiver down my back.
Jacqueline, Shannon, Patil.
All right.
No, I
Shit
know.
again.
Okay, how's that?
Uh,
Is that better?
I don't like
Okay.
Oh, I had to duck out of there too.
Well, I'm glad you just put your headphones back on, Jeremy. I'm guessing your thing's still broken. I don't know if you heard the first bell. Did you
Okay,
hear
no,
it?
I heard the bell during the testing before this. So I do.
do we miss the first bell?
Oh,
But I missed that
that
bell
was the first bell.
entirely. 'cause
You
I
might have been
didn't-
recoiling in disgust.
Okay, I
was.
took my
These are off,
headphones
yeah.
off.
That's the first bell. Just a little bell, just to remind me to thank the audience and say, hey, thanks, first members. Thanks for your support. Thanks for supporting Rooster Teeth and specifically us, Achievement Hunter, Off Topic. That's what really matters. You're watching us right now. So I assume when you subscribed to first, it was like, I don't care about any of this stuff. Achievement Hunter, I'm going to watch Off Topic. And now here you're all watching it. So turns out I was right. Appreciate it. You know, first members like yourself, they let us keep doing what we're doing. They let us work from home. They, you, all y'all. And thanks a lot. It means a lot. And anybody watching right now is thanks to first members. It's the reason why we're able to make RTTV free right now and get to do all this tons of streaming content. We do it 3 days a week plus Off Topic on Thursdays, but every single day there's content all day on RTTV, all weekend as well. And that's thanks to you first members. And if you're not a first member, maybe you want to sign up, check it out. There's a lot of first exclusive shows. Last Laugh has their premiere on so their series finale is on Monday. The last episode's coming out. Hardcore Mini Golf. Is it out? Did it come out?
I'm pretty. Unless there's like a wrap up episode, I definitely watched.
Let me blow your mind here, Jack. There's a watch party on Monday. I assumed that was the last episode coming out. Maybe it's out already, and now that it's out, boom. There's 6 episodes. Okay, if 6 episodes are out, you already watched it. I botched it. I'm in the show. I don't make the show. I don't release the show. But then we also have coming out very soon, Hardcore Mini Golf. Jack, that's your little baby there.
It's a good show. The trailer just came out. It's pretty
trailer's
good.
out now. Check it out. But there's all kinds of stuff. You got both seasons of Haunter are on first. All kinds of stuff. Everything we've done over the years. Hardcore Mini Golf or
Our new
hardcore
ASMR show.
No, that's not real.
No,
Hardcore
Weird Place.
Monopoly is what I meant to say. Weird Place. There's a smorgasbord of stuff to watch. So check it out if you like. Sign up, get a free trial. Anyway, thanks, firsties. Y'all done did it. Boom, catchphrase.
We rang that bell.
Ooh,
We rang that bell.
Done did it. I like it.
Y'all doggone did it.
You
I got
did it.
It happened now. All right.
Dude, man.
Fredo, I love your.
Oh, my snail
Sorry, I'm
voice.
sorry. Fredo's
You talking about my
so good at
snail
doing like
voice?
stereotypical redneck. Sorry, I'm laughing now. But Alfredo, if you would please, how does a redneck sound to you?
I mean, it's just kind of like my snail voice. I know I did Death Snail. I was like, every time I spawned, I was like, all right, okay, all right.
You're way too. I don't know.
Face, yeah.
That's a redneck at all.
To me, it just sounds like a
I didn't think it
bayou.
was redneck. It was just my Death Snail voice, and Michael hated it. Every time I spawned in, and be like, "Who's the snail?" And I'm like, "All right, okay."
Yeah, it's like someone caught between dying and coming. I'm like,
If you're Matthew McConaughey's father, it's both.
Yeah.
But
Could be both at the same time.
favorite
Stop.
moment in Death Snail was when I think this episode's out, but is when I was the snail. I was making that voice, and you guys knew that I was running around as the snail. And then someone just goes, "Where's Alfredo?" And it was like, because of the map, there was like a fast food place. And I was just like looking up at the drive-thru at the menu. I'm like, all right, I'll take a number single with 5 nuggets. They were like, he's ordering food.
He's ordering. I turned the corner. He's like at the thing looking.
See, for anyone who's watched Camp, I think that sounds like a mix of the Quartermaster and Jeremy Farts. Just like
A little
blended
bit.
perfectly.
Jeremy farts. Yeah.
Jeremy Farts.
Jeremy. God damn.
Oh, Jordan.
Oh, sure. But like, it reminds me kind of the Bayou voice that we do a lot. And goddamn, the game Maneater that just came out, the shark game,
Yeah.
the
Those
shark,
look so
shark
fun.
PG, dude, it's so fun. But like,
it's so stupid.
it's
Shark
fucking
PG.
insane. There's a lot of Bayou in it. There's a lot of people with the Bayou accent.
I still gotta get to playing it.
Awesome. You'll like it if you like games that I lovingly call nothing games.
It's
with-
like
Yeah.
it's my
Yeah.
taste of movies. I like stupid dog shit, just like action movies where someone goes, "This is just fucking stupid," and I go, "I know, it's awesome."
I like games
It's that type of game.
like Far Cry, which is I can put on a video to listen to, play the game, and there's a map with like question marks, and it's like, go here, do the thing. That's checked off. Go here, do the thing. That's Maneater. It's exactly that.
But the absurdity of you're a fucking shark.
Shark. Yeah.
And I know a
Snapping away
decent
at alligators.
amount of the game. It's just like, it's not at all a serious game. You know.
Now, when you die in that game, do you just respawn where you were, or do you like create a new one?
Or? You're like a mutant shark, and you have like these weird alien rooms called grottos. They're basically the fast travel points, and like you go into those rooms, and that's where you can level up. And you're straight up a mutant shark. There's like you can turn to lightning, like if you, with certain power ups, and like
weird.
Like right now I'm a bone shark, so I just have like bones on my fins and like all over my body. So like when I spin, it does damage.
Can you be a Sharknado? I guess you can if you can spin.
Possibly, right? But like as you level up from getting stuff, you get larger, you get more abilities, and like so now I'm like an elder shark in the game, and you just fucking fight shit. Like every area has its different shit. And I fought like a sperm whale recently. It's like different levels and stuff. And like the other thing is
come.
Stop. But like also they just don't care. You know, like they know it's stupid. So they have I forget the name of the voice actor. The guy who plays
Parnell.
Chris Parnell. I was gonna say he plays Cyril Figgis in Archer.
Right, Cyril and Jerry from
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
And so he voices the whole thing. And one of the collectibles, there's a lot of collectibles in the game. One of them is like signs, they're landmarks. When you ram them, Chris Parnell says something about whatever the landmark is, notating. I went to one, I rammed it, and it was just a fucking pineapple with windows. And it was like, sea sponges like to live inside of pineapples, but little do they know that is destroying the economy of Costa Rica. It's like that's like awesome. The whole thing. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? What is this game?
It's really cool.
Yeah, I think one of them's like one's like a spaceship. Yeah, and he talks about Gazorp with it or something like that. And I'm like,
that's
yeah, look at that.
He does everything in like a deadpan like nature show too.
Yeah, it does. Well, it's awesome.
That's like a Chris Parnell standard. Like those are the characters he plays. Yeah. So like,
hello,
I'm just kind of like
hamburger helper.
Dude. Yeah,
he's the hamburger helper.
Correct. Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He's also the progressive like paper thing. Well, I don't know what you call it.
Yeah.
Maybe paper.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. He might be hamburger helper too. Guy's done a lot of voice work. I first knew him from SNL. He was on SNL for years.
Yeah.
He
got cupcakes.
Early mid 2000s. Yeah, and then he was in the digital shorts with Lonely Island.
Andy, I said Adam.
Yeah, you said Adam, and I just went with it.
I weemsed it. I'm sorry. That's
but I've loved Chris Parnell, and he's like blown up like post SNL. He's probably like on the at least voice acting end like one of the more successful, because it's like SNL's crazy, right? You leave SNL and either you're a mega celebrity or you just don't hear from that person again. And he rides that line of like. He's in a lot of stuff, and it's a lot of voice work. So he's also in a ton of Drunk History. He's in a lot of episodes as like, they usually get like more well-known actors to do the reenactments, which we did not do for Haunter. It was just us.
It was us.
You know who would do it? Dante would do it. Dante Vasco would roll up and do Haunter with us, I would think.
He's just down for anything. That's what I love about it.
Well, when we do season 3 with Fredo and Fiona,
Fredo and Fiona,
there you go. Yeah.
Get Fredo in a haunted house yesterday. Get that man inside of a haunted house.
I saw an article, I think just yesterday, it was talking about apparently there is a mass gravesite near Chicago that was like a circus burned down. And apparently at night you can hear elephants. Cool. Which is like, that sounds awesome. But I guess they do like clown funerals there. Like once a year they have like a clown memorial and clowns show up and like have memorial. Nice. It sounds terrifying.
Have they had a gathering of the Juggalos at that location?
The gathering got canceled this year.
I know.
2020 gathering got canceled.
You know what? Good on you, ICP. You thinking?
Yeah, they're trying to be safe out there.
They've always warned
out, man. He knows what he's doing.
One of my favorite memes, I'm just thinking about that, sorry. But ICP has publicly stated that they do not allow Nazis at their show. They're very adamantly anti-Nazi, as you should be. I agree completely. But a popular meme now is the whole like Legolas and Gimli moment. He's like, I never thought I'd be fighting alongside of elf, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, well, why not fight aside a friend? Okay, cool. So it's someone talking about fighting Nazis alongside a clown, and he's like, "Oh, I never thought I'd fight alongside like an ICP member." He's like, "What about a homie?" And then it cuts back to Legolas, and he's wearing the makeup. He goes, "Whoop whoop," and then they go into battle.
What the fuck?
Whoop whoop.
I identified with it. I did.
I wish for season 3 of Haunter.
There it is.
No,
there it
Yes!
is.
Oh my god.
My favorites.
What?
Haunter is so fun to shoot. I wish for the season 3 of that.
I mean, more than anything, just like the Haunter stuff, going to crazy locations and going to places we never would expect to ever be in our lives. I mean, like some of my most fun from Haunter is stuff we weren't shooting, like going to the pizza place in Louisiana. Like that was fun to me, and I love that kind of stuff, and I love experiencing that stuff. So, like walking around. I mean, that's where DHD came from. Jeff and I were walking around.
Yeah,
what
dude.
was it?
Yeah.
Jackson
Or
Or is it
Jackson
just-
City.
I think it's just Jackson, California, is it not?
Yeah, that sounds right. Wherever the Kennedy mines were, and then we stumbled into a candy shop, and they were selling a hot dog machine, and I was like, "This looks like we could do something with it." And there you go. We DHD is toward the planet.
One of my favorite memories of Haunter was the Hellfire Caves and the rave that we had.
Oh, that
when
was
we
so
did
much
the
fun.
reenactment. Especially because we talked about it before, but like we had wonderful, fantastic actors come work with us for the scene who are very professional and talented, and they're working with us. And it's all these like, I mean, they were like models. They're gorgeous women coming over, and they're like, "Okay, for this scene, you're gonna have to flirt with these guys, the Achievement Hunter members." And we're like, "I'm sorry, like I'm so
Yeah.
sorry that you have to come
I
over and do
apologize.
this to me."
Gavin and I were having a cape fight out in front, and there was like we were literally hitting each other with our capes, and then they were just sitting there staring at us like, "These are the
Awful.
You're like,
leads."
Awful.
Yeah, I was like,
okay.
"Yeah, hi, how you doing?" So
Sounds like the dumbest thing. I fucking
it was so
fight.
dumb.
Well, it was
Someone,
even-
I think there's video of it somewhere. I
Jack, let
think
me
someone
ask
has
you this.
video.
Who
There
won?
was.
Everyone did, Michael.
Oh.
Yes. I felt
Everyone.
even
Or no one.
creepier because for the
That's
scene,
probably
again, like
more accurate.
we're supposed to be engaged in debauchery. So we're drinking and like, flirting with all these women. And so for my scene, like I'm dressed as a dude. I'm 5 months pregnant. And I'm pretending to drink as this model girl sitting on my lap, and they're like, "Okay, so she's gonna flirt with you," and you're kind of like leaning for a kiss, like you're almost gonna like be sexy, but then turn away, like you get distracted. And again, I'm like, I feel so uncomfortable because I'm the only like woman here, and I should be like, "Yeah, women's rights," and I'm like, are you okay? I'm so sorry. Like this is so weird. What a weird position for me to be in right now.
And I just wasn't there.
Yeah,
Me
sorry,
neither,
Jeremy.
man. They boxed us out.
They boxed us out, Michael.
It was a box job.
Then the party would have got too crazy. We were there.
It would have been lit.
It would have slapped.
Oh damn,
No.
dude! Did it not
Stop.
slap already?
You guys can,
It slapped.
Oh fuck, dude.
y'all
That's
can
yeah.
stop now.
It was
Dim-
turned.
It's
Dim
no,
Arby's boys.
it ain't working.
Skeet skirt.
Fredo, they're finna stop.
Skirt.
Don't worry.
They finna to stop.
They finna to
See, but no, it's not finna 2. That was the dumb version we did. Finna it already includes the 2.
Yeah.
What if you need it twice, dude? Like ATM machine. You just want to say
It's like
it twice.
I'm going to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
when
all
we
y'all.
said, I'm like, because finna is fixing 2. Fixing 2 equal finna. So like in Galactic Craft, we wrote finna to fly on NASA. It's like that's wrong. It's finna fly, but it sounds so much funnier.
Was the name of the pizza place? Was it Fox's Pizza?
It was like, yeah, it was Fox. Was it like Fox Den or Fox? It was Fox something. You're,
people in chat are asking what the pizza place was.
that place was.
It wasn't Shreveport. What was it? It was where were we?
Cleveland.
It was the hanging jail. It was the hanging jail, wherever that was. I'm not,
It was,
yeah.
it was
Was that Lindsay
Fox's-
dying and
it
you're dead
was
behind you?
Fox's
Yeah, she
something
died.
or other.
Yep.
And
What?
it was real good pizza. I consider myself
We had way too much too.
connoisseur of East Coast pizza, and that was right on the money. That was good.
Yeah.
I didn't go to
Well, I
that
mean,
one. Fuck.
New York
I'm
pizza is the best style of pizza.
Yeah,
Again, I will fight people to the death that Chicago pizza
I
is
agree.
not pizza.
Oh, deep
Chicago
dish?
pizza is a
Oh,
yeah,
I mean,
a deep
yo,
dish
it's
pizza
fine,
is a
yeah.
bowl of bread with sauce in it.
Yeah,
It's
It's
not
pizza.
I mean-
Chicagoans,
Yeah.
I'm with you. It's pizza.
I mean,
No,
like
it's not. It is not.
It's pizza. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't,
It's a
I don't-
double-decker pizza.
I don't
and
think
it's
it's
amazing.
the best pizza.
no,
I'll
me
eat
neither.
it. I'll
Yeah.
eat the shit out of it. To me, like pizza in its purest form is thin crust East Coast pizza.
Yes.
Crispy pizza, it's like not small, but like small enough where you can fold it in half. It's crispy. You hold it, and maybe the end droops just a little bit, but the whole pizza slice is straight, and then there's a gush of grease coming out of it. That's pizza, man.
Well, I'm getting home slice tonight. That settles it.
Get home slice. Home
100%.
slice. That's pizza.
Home slice is the best pizza in Austin. I'll fight anyone
I agree.
that says
That's
otherwise.
I agree with you.
I
I
can agree
enjoy
with you
other
there.
pizza. There's a hot debate. Like I know Gus. I think Gus prefers East Side pies. I know it's something over home slice, which I also enjoy, but I think home slice is the best.
Jack,
Home
if
Slice,
right
yeah.
there
Home
with you.
Slice made their own ASMR, and they were like, "Listen, if you listen to this while you eat our
Jesus
pizza,
Christ.
it's like amazing. It's the best experience ever. Would you listen to it?"
I would. Wow, I'm sorry. I'm watching a creeper follow Alfredo into a hole.
In my house.
I would
Kinda
not.
let him to
I would
Jeremy's
not.
house. Yeah.
I would not listen to that. I would eat my pizza and be happy and
I wish
you know,
I could listen to
watch an episode of New
ASMR
Girl or something.
Now-
where I
what
close
if
my
you could-
eyes and I taste the pizza.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What if you could listen to ASMR and feel like you've eaten a pizza, but you didn't? What a diet!
Then Jack
I don't-
would be a thin man.
Oh,
Yeah.
What are you eating tonight? I'm
My-
listening
my
to
bra-
some
Jack be
pizza.
nimble.
My brain would be so fat.
Just a big ass head.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah.
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh, pizza brain, huh? Oh, I ate
Yeah.
so much last night. I
A lot of
listened to
pizza
so much
discussions.
pizza.
I listen to so much pizza.
Disgusting.
It's like the plankton
Sounds
meals
so
in
fucking
SpongeBob. Where he
gross.
just eats like holographic meatloaf.
Oh,
over and
yeah.
over again.
man.
Yeah.
Lot
apparently-
of pizza discussions in the chat now.
I didn't
It's a hot
realize-
topic. There, people are gonna start fighting now.
They're gonna
Don't
fight.
don't even talk
there-
about toppings.
Goodness.
There's a few
Extra
things like that you
cheese.
can kind of just cast out and be like, all right, let's fight about this, and just throw it out.
Say
You know,
wherever you are is cold. That's one. Say it's cold
hot.
here,
True.
wherever you are,
Yeah.
or hot.
Or it's raining.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
it's
Everyone
snowing.
will come from the sun to
Like,
tell
oh,
you how
it's-
you know nothing about hot. Or
Yeah.
like,
From the
I
sun.
spent 9 years in Antarctica. You think that's cold? It's like, we get it. We
It's
get
also
it.
Yeah.
it's
Colder
funnier
where you
too
are.
because
I
generally
understand.
when you refer to it, it's kind of like the extreme end, right? Like Austin, not too long ago. I mean, this past winter, it fucking snowed here just for like an hour or two, just
Yep.
for a night.
But it happened.
But it was the first
That was
time,
weird.
and it was like real snow. Like we took Iris outside, and I was like, "Check this shit out, son! It's snowing." And you could be like, "Dude, it snowed tonight in Austin," and people would be like, "Psh, "I live in Canada." I'm like, "Yeah,
It's like,
okay,
yeah, that's not the point.
great."
That's
yeah,
not
it's
the
like,
point.
Have you had a 110-degree temperature in Canada? It's like, no,
Weird.
this is weird.
Oh,
for
but then
us.
the people from
Okay.
Death Valley are going to come in if you say that, Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, 110 degrees? Oh, I go jogging in that weather. 100, what are you on about? It's like,
Oh,
we get it.
110, I
We
better put
get
a
it.
jacket on.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
It's like, yeah, that's not the point at all.
It's not
Yeah.
the
Just
point.
for us, it's really weird where we live,
Oh,
where we are.
My favorite thing in scenarios like that of like, here's a thing, or here's an observation, or this thing happened to me, is Gavin. More often, I feel, or should say more, I've seen him do it more recently. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention. But like he'll post something on social media in the vein of whatever. He's talking about a thing that happened to him. Hey, I can't believe this thing happened, or I think this whatever. And then someone will reply with a take like that, equivalent to like, oh, it's hot where I am. And he'll just go, okay, question
Yeah.
mark. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I get it, but like, it wasn't a contest. I was just kind of saying,
Yeah.
this is what I'm thinking. This is this thing that I did. And someone has to come in and go,
Yeah.
"Well, mine's worse or mine's better.
Yeah, yeah.
Brian Regan has an amazing bit he does about trying to tell a story where he gets 2 wisdom teeth pulled. He's like, and you'll never do it. You'll never in your life tell a 2 wisdom tooth story because the 4 wisdom tooth people are going to parachute in and they're going to cut you off at the pass. It's like, oh, I had 2 wisdom teeth pulled. I had 4 pulled. I had 4. It's like, God damn it. It's not the point.
Talk about you, Fredo.
Dude, yeah, I had
When
4.
you-
They put me on those drugs, and I was the best gamer ever.
I don't know how. I think I've had 4. I have no idea.
I was
I
born
ain't
without
got,
wisdom teeth.
I ain't got
I will never
none
know.
taken out.
I'll never
I
know
had
the
3.
sensation. Tell me what
Me
it's like,
neither.
Alfredo.
sucks.
He said count to 10, and so I counted to 3, and then I
you
woke up.
And then your teeth are gone.
Wait.
Yeah.
All my
Lin-
teeth
Lindsay-
were gone. It was just like a
But
chipmunk.
Lindsay, you had the nose surgery like me, didn't you? I
did.
thought.
I did.
Then
yes.
did they not knock you out
Sinuplasty.
for that?
No, they did, and that was.
Okay.
I mean, I've had experiences with being put under for surgeries before, not too many, but that was one of the scariest ones that I've had because it was so fast. Like I've never had a moment like that where they same thing, like literally laid me down. They're like, "Okay, and you're done." I was like, "What just happened? Where am I?
Yeah.
Where did time go? What happened
Dude,
to me?"
For me, that was bizarre when I got my LASIK done because I never went out. They just drugged me up, and it was only like, I think it was just, fuck it. I think it was Xanax, I think is what they gave me, which some people take all the time, but I don't. So like, it fucked me up. Like you go in, you get there early, they go over everything, blah, 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 blah. And then they're like, okay, cool. Here's this Xanax. We're going to wait 20 minutes for it to like kick in. And then we'll do the surgery, which should only take 10 minutes. And I'm like, okay. I take it. I'm just like in the waiting room with Lindsay and like, you know, it's not like the doctor, but kind of like, there's like the liaison that I was dealing with the entire time. He's like the guy that's like setting up the appointments and like having me meet the doctor and everything. And he comes back and he's like, okay, we're ready to go. And I'm totally fine. I'm like, all right, let's go. And I went to stand up and I was like, holy shit. Like I can barely stand up. Like I'm wasted. so like walking me out of the room, I'm like, it's like I'm drunk. Like I'm holding on to walls. Like, whoa, dude, I'm out of it. And then they lay me down on the, you know, on the table, and it's like it's just a bunch of big ass like machines and lasers and shit, and you're awake for the whole thing. And they just kind of put like, they basically open your eye and essentially stick kind of like a suction cup thing on to like keep your eye open so you don't blink. And you just stare at the lights. They're just like, look at this red light, and you're looking at it, and they just like zap you, and you're just looking at it like, whoa, dude, my eyes are getting zapped. Like as I'm looking at it,
blowing up the Death Star.
Whoa.
Yeah, so Lindsay was watching it through a glass, and I was just so out of it.
Yeah,
it felt like, yeah, she filmed it. They're like, yeah, if you want to film it, go for it. We don't care.
The doctor was like chatting with me the whole time.
She's on the other side of the glass, and she just had her phone like up against the glass, and it's me just laid out on the table. And then there's like a giant monitor that Lindsay can see that's like an image of them looking at my eye. So you can see me on the table and then like a super, you know, zoomed in display of my eyeball as they're just like zapping it. And again, like the liaison guy is just like, so this is what they're doing right now. You'll see this happening and you'll see this and blah, blah. And he's just like giving Lindsay the whole science behind it. And I'm on the table like, wow, my eyes are getting blasted. And so I got finished with it. And we got out of there, and it was so disorienting. It's not like that was that crazy, but I went, man, that was over in like 5 minutes. And Lindsay goes, you're on the table for like 25 minutes. And I'm just like, no way. No way.
You don't say.
I was drugged up, which is crazy because it's not like a painkiller or anything.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is to relax you. This is so you, like, I wasn't stressed. I understand a lot of people are like really stressed about it because there's laser beams getting fired into your eyes. I was like, I'm not really worried about it, but if you're saying take this pill, I'll take the pill, sure. And I was just like, whoa, man, this is crazy. But it was I was conscious the entire time, and it's not like, you know, Fredo or like Gavin when they're drooling on themselves, like they don't like remember anything about it. It was just like a trip. It was a trip, dude. Yeah, if it was a competition, you won.
I was fragging out, so
you were getting frags. I was just getting blasted.
All you want to do is make it to the end of that countdown. When they tell you to count back from 10,
you never will.
It's a fool's game. It will never happen.
I like that Jeremy going,
never.
Do the same thing.
Yeah,
try and fight it. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be awake when I get to 0.
Imagine I just like.
It's the equivalent of like when you're a kid in school and you know when you're playing with magnets and you put the same poles together and try and make them touch.
Yeah, you're like, you're gonna.
Come on.
It's like that. Yeah, you're just like, you're counting back. You get to like 7 if you're lucky.
Well, you don't want to count to 10 because then they'll stop and then dissect you because you're some kind of superhuman.
Dude, that's the crazy part. You know, when they're just having a laugh is when they go 100. They're like, okay, count down from 100. And you go, 100, 99.
Yep. It is like
instead
that.
of 99, you say 99.
100 was optimistic. They just
Jeff just let me know. It's called Fox's Den. Was the name of the place?
What's Fox's Den? That's what I said.
Fox's Den. Yeah, you got it. You nailed it.
That place is awesome. It's a good place.
Have all y'all had
Oh my
your
God.
tonsils out?
No.
No, I was on the verge of it, but
Jeremy?
I have not. My tonsils are still in there, hanging out, having a
The
laugh.
tonsils are in tip-top
All of
shape.
y'all have
They're
your
dangling.
tonsils?
yeah.
Oh my God.
Does that
Am I the only
scare you?
non-tonsiler here?
I mean, it sounds like you
Guess
just figured
so.
that out. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh my
I'm
god,
so special.
Everything's different now. Maybe that's why you're such a potty mouth.
Maybe.
It was DeRidder was the name of that city. DeRidder, Louisiana.
That was the hanging jail, I believe.
Yeah. That's where the pizza place was.
Because it was the one I drove to. Yeah.
What was the car that we rented when we did our wandering shoot?
That was
What was it?
It was a 20. I don't know if it was 2020 or 2019, but it was a Camaro.
We were
Ooh.
both very surprised that neither of us got a speeding ticket in that because we're like, okay, this is a very nice
You
car.
drove most of the time.
I did, and I did okay. I thought.
You did great.
Yeah.
We went to a Hungry Jack's, or what do they call it? Not Hungry Jack. What am I talking about? What's the one that has two different names? Carl's
Burger
Jr.
King?
and Hardee's.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
It was
Oh.
one of those. I think it was like Hardee's in that area or whatever. That's when I got that thick burger.
We started with a thick burger
It's
for
like
quite
in
some time.
a brand
Big
new
boy
Camaro,
burger.
and I got something called like a double mushroom thick burger or something.
Mhm.
And I was
We're
like,
in the middle of like not really nowhere, Minnesota, but there wasn't a lot of stuff around. We're like, this is the one fast food place we see. Just go here. So it's like middle of the night. We're in this car. We're loopy as hell because we flew, and we're both just like laughing about nothing. And we're like, give us the thick burger.
yep. We
They're like,
just laughed
"Okay."
the whole drive through. We filmed the whole thing too. There's like 2 hours of us driving and talking about nothing.
Yeah,
We just
and I
filmed
like that the
whole
post
thing.
team saw that and went, no, it's not.
Well, we'll get rid of that.
That's
Yep,
not
let's delete all that
content.
footage.
Chucked it out. We're like, we're not going to take the time to edit that. No.
Dude, Wandering was probably, or Wondering, now I'm saying it. Wanderings was the probably lowest percentage of anything in Achievement Hunter history of shot versus episode, like shot versus what made it into the episode. Because most of the, like, even like when Fredo and Jack, they just drove locally.
Oh, God.
But for the people that traveled, it's like you've got 10 hours of footage and like, cool, it's a 3-minute episode. Or like 6 hours of footage.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Trevor and I went later, like our trip where we went to fucking Paris. I was like, no reason to overfilm this, Trevor. We kept like talking about stuff, and I go, they're not going to use it. They're not going to use this part. Well, they'll probably want us taking off and like landing. Let's get 10 seconds. Here we go. Because it was just like, I don't want to film all this, and they're not going to use it. Let's get the juice. Let's get us peeing in public. Because that's what we did. We flew to Paris, France to go pee-pee in public. And I'm like, that's the only thing that's going to make it into the episode.
Please.
Which, to be fair, was kind of the joke. That's the joke of the show is what a waste of time. That's
Yeah.
Jeff laughing, going,
Yeah,
I've sent you
yeah.
on this complete waste of time to do this really stupid thing. It's going to take you a day, half a day, 2 days, whatever. And not only is the thing that you're doing so stupid,
And mundane.
mundane or whatever, but also it's going to be 4 minutes long. And like I remember I tweeted that when I was like when I was traveling, and we don't want spoilers or whatever, but I'm sitting waiting to get on my flight to Paris, and I was just like, easily the stupidest fucking trip of my life. I'm sitting with Trevor in the airport to fly to Paris to go urinate in public
I love
and
it.
eat McDonald's and come back.
Well, the flip side of that was for Jack and I, we had to drive, right, until
Ugh.
there was no
The
more
tank ran out.
gas in
Yeah,
the tank, and we had to drive to the bumfuck of nowhere in Texas. And so for us, it was just like, film anything for fuck's sake. Like, we're just gonna drive for hours on end. Like, hopefully there's something here. Just film it all.
Yeah, that was rough, man, because there was not a lot going on, and it was just like, well, the problem was we made it there, and it's like, all right, and then we drove for 100 miles around this small little town in Texas in Midland, and it was just like empty. And I literally finally figured, like, it had paddle shifters. We had a really nice car actually, and so I threw it into first gear and was just revving. So we were driving like 6,000 RPM just to burn gas.
So bad for the car.
Oh yeah, it was just
Like
me
an hour around a block.
So you guys,
and we must have done that for an hour, and
Yeah.
it finally, I literally, the last pass is like, we have to go to the airport, and
Right.
like the last time it finally died on us, and I was like, oh my god, Jesus.
Oh, I just died
But,
already, please.
Yeah, because it was like, we got there, like, oh, it's gonna be great, like, we'll go, like, maybe we'll have a little meetup, we'll grab some food at like some vans, and then we'll hit the airport. And then it's like, we don't have time for any of that. Like,
Yeah.
we barely made it. So yeah, that was the time we got to the airport, threw the keys of the car to the runners that were following us, and then got inside, went through security, and walked on the plane. Like, thankfully, it was a slow airport, but literally, we didn't stop moving. We got through security, kept going. The plane had been boarding, and we walked right on.
Yeah.
So that was tricky, but I'm
See, I
glad
feel
we did
like
it.
It's awkward, but I love car trips like that with someone else because that's when you get to bond with that person. If that's what you're into, someone like Michael would probably hate it, but I like connecting
depends
with
on the
people
person.
and learning more about them. So I liked it. Again, traveling with Jeremy was nice. I got to learn more about him. Now, I'd be interested to hear who you guys want to travel with for another episode. Like, is there someone in age that you haven't like got to connect with more, or like
No,
I don't know, a preferred travel buddy?
Jeremy says too much. I'd be really interested to spend some time with Gavin, see what he's about.
Oh, okay.
I don't know a lot
Really?
about
He's a
him.
mystery.
Well,
Really
do we
crack
know
that
where we're
nut.
going, or is this like a random, like, we don't know what's going to happen?
No, I mean, like, I wouldn't think you'd know where you're going. That's the whole premise of the
Okay.
show. But
Well, I
was-
don't know if this is like filming more episodes
it
or
was-
just traveling with
It
someone.
was
Oh, no,
honestly,
I
it was a
gotcha.
lot of fun to do that with Trevor when I did that, because like Trevor and I alone don't really hang out, and to like go on this absurd, ridiculous trip under the context of we're gonna make a video, but 99% of it isn't the video. It's us just like traveling together and going through airports and eating together and, you know, driving the location and then peeing in public next to each other. It was actually a lot of fun. It was actually probably more fun to do. Maybe not more fun, but I don't know. It was different. It was fun to do with someone who I hadn't who I work with all the time, but I never went on a fucking trip with Trevor before, let alone the first time I ever went to Paris. And I'm like, oh, there's Eiffel Tower. Anyway, you see this box we're supposed to piss in? And I was just walking around, and anytime someone would speak French to us, I'd point at Trevor. I'm like, go talk to them.
Yeah.
That's you. You do that.
I feel like I've traveled with damn near everyone at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, other than maybe Michael, have you and I done anything together?
I mean, not solo. I mean, we went to Germany together. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, just
so
as,
that was-
as a
Your
group.
trip with
but, like-
Fiona was the most like interesting one, I guess.
Yeah,
or recent.
Fiona and I went to Seattle together, and then Fredo and I did the thing to Midland,
Although-
and then
although we did-
Ryan and I went to Scotland.
I mean, I lived at your house. Not that we traveled.
Yeah,
But we did a couple of like old Achievement Hunter shit together. Like, remember we went and checked out Dead Space 3? We did that. We went to LA.
yeah.
That was when we met up with Jordan at the Waffle House. And then,
Yeah, that's
then
right.
I'll tell you what, I was in the
Remember that?
car when you hit that old lady's car and her bumper fell off.
Oh yeah,
That's
awesome.
That's
And
true.
then you guys ran.
I got into a
Yo,
car
yeah.
accident and a
Well,
re-
I
in a-
got
in a
out and
pe-
I-
like
oh,
the
I pushed her
It was
down
the
first.
shittiest. It was the shittiest rental car ever. Like,
It
I
was
don't
a
know
piece
where
of
we.
shit.
It was so bad.
It was like a drug car. Like the trunk
yeah,
was
it
like
was-
15 feet wide.
It was huge. But that was when we were there, and it was like a Rooster Teeth holiday party was happening, and you and I were at a bar in a hotel in Santa Monica. And I was like, all right, we had some beers. And then Jeremy and I, we went to QuakeCon together.
Yep.
So like we spent that like, then Jeff and I have done stuff. So like, other than like, I guess Lindsay, I don't know if you and I have like traveled anywhere
I
together.
feel like we've had times where we're together traveling. Like usually it'll be we're like flying back on the same flight, and then we're kind of awkwardly in the airport together, and we'll get like a beer or a sandwich or something, and then talk about like ska and cats. It's like that's what Jack and I talk about.
Cats.
Ska,
Yeah.
cats, and Jurassic Park. That's all I need.
That's pretty much it. Hey, are we supposed to end before 4:30?
Yeah, we should wrap
Oh,
up.
yeah,
I didn't
let's
want to let the
wrap
good
that up.
times end. But
I'm getting to know my
there's
coworkers. Hang on.
That's fine. It's fine. But there's a
bit.ly/RT Strong. Donate if you can.
there's a HBO Max watch party. If you saw, we did Rick and Morty yesterday. A couple of us watched Rick and Morty on HBO Max. They're doing it right after us. I'm gonna guess Barbara's in it because her head is on the body of Shazam.
It's Shazam.
So they're doing the HBO Max watch party in Shazam, which basically, if they do it the same way we did it, it'll be similar to like off topic. It'll be their face cams, and they'll probably give you a timer of like 3, 2, 1, start the movie. The movie's available on HBO Max, and they'll just kind of do like a watch party / commentary over the movie. Who's to say what they'll talk about? I don't know. I'm not there, but I assume I'm pretty sure most people have probably seen that movie, especially at Rooster Teeth. I know we all ran out and saw it when it came out. Good movie.
Good film.
So that's coming up in minutes. So if you want to hang around, watch that. Check out Shazam. Do a watch party, and then right after that, you've got Effing Around with Iffy and Fiona. That's at 6:30 is that schedule. And then tonight, I'm gonna be doing some streaming with Slow Beef from Retsu Prey. So if, I'm personally a big fan of, used to watch a lot of it back in the day. So it's just gonna be me and him. He's got a bunch of weird shit that I'm gonna be playing with him. It's a whole thing. I went over it. It's all like old weird ass games that you can't find. But we'll be doing some like 2-player 1v1 kind of crap. And then most important thing probably happening tonight on RTTV, Jeremy, at 10:49 p.m., which is very specific. They will be airing that's a red card for you between the games.
Why?
It's a thumbnail of the two old men harassing Eric is in the thumbnail. So if you don't watch anything else, come back to RTTV
Let it be
at
known
10:49
before you watch that.
p.m.
If you haven't seen it, the laptop makes it. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh. And that's that. That's off topic
Yeah.
for today. Thanks for everybody watching. Thanks first members. Jack, thanks for talking about Nami, and thank you very much for
Absolutely.
everyone who's donated. And Lindsay's doing some ASMR. We will see you next week. Stay safe. And Jeremy's getting hair tingles. Look at him. He loves it.
I don't like it.
Oh.
Just keeps going.
She's tonguing the mic.